We left off last game, killing Parthok, and finally getting done with this long three session fight, or session fight,
Dungeon
something
crawl.
like that. No, dungeon crawls. 2-session fight, 4-session dungeon crawl. Anyways, we finally get back to the small city of.
I'll have the name when I check my notes.
Okay. And we get there, we take our long rest, but Lucas is currently recovering from a wish spell that is going to take him, what was it, 3 days to recover from?
Yeah, it was
Correct?
4, but
Three-
I'm trying to get it cut in half to 2.
That's right. Trying to get it cut half into 2 in game days. And Bond negotiated with the good old Connor Blaze about maybe potentially joining back up with teaming back up with the Dark Suns. And then Lucas proceeds to go to the our old friend at the potion shop to get his blood 3 vial that he did a little chance of getting, to potentially losing it with some Phoenix Ash. And then Bond went over to follow up with him, stole some platinum from him, and proceeded to see if what he could get from the Phoenix Egg and how to hack it.
You should feel so bad about that. He
I
views you
don't.
as a trusted friend.
Bond doesn't care. Anyways, we proceeded to deliberate about what we're gonna do next. Whether we're going to the world, the Well of Worlds, or something else. Well, we weren't sure, but the main thing we're looking at is to go into the Well of Worlds, because we know that in a couple days, from a scrying spell from Lucas, that eventually we will have Dargathoth in our world, at our world. And he is basically has some type of weakness to the Phlogiston. Somehow, some way, the Phlogiston is his weakness. So, and that is where we are currently.
All right. So, for a point of scanning through my notes, for a point of inspiration, what is the name of the super weapon? I dropped this in the briefing with Mirabeth. What is the name of the super weapon that Dargathoth is said to possess?
It's the Crooksinator.
I'm not sure, Gav, man.
The Harbinger.
Oh, yeah. That thing.
Yep.
That thing. Yeah.
So, for another point of inspiration, if anybody can remember, what is the name of the ancient elven city that the Well of Worlds is located in?
Elvendor.
That would not be correct.
What? Oh.
That is not correct.
I thought you got correct.
Honestly, good guess.
I don't know.
No, that one's the really long one, because that was the thing. Is like there's the Elvish part of heaven that broke off that Nestor can't see anymore. That's Elvandor. Then there's this
Arvandor,
one,
but yes.
Arvandor. And then there's another one that says something weird, because we never understood whether that was a difference or not until like Gavin gave a long explanation about it, and I even put it in the recap channel. So let's see. Well of Worlds which was over there. Da, 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 da. Oh, wait, this is GC2 recap. Hold on. I don't know where I put my other thing. Wait, no, GC2. We were in GC2. What am I thinking?
I'm sorry, not on the third yet.
It's still so. Oh, there it is. Volar Kaiban.
Close enough. Sure. You take a point of inspiration.
Velrakaimon.
Velrakaimon.
Yeah, because it has two A's at the end. I'm changing the name to Bobtown.
Thank you. Fayetteville. Like, whatever, man.
I'm casting wish
Isn't this
right
when
now
we're in
to
the Iron-
reaching the name.
You're in
Isn't
the
this
Iron
the
State
Iron-
Dominion right now.
Yeah.
We've
that's
learned
right.
nothing.
Which is literally most of this nation is just ships. There's very little actual natural landmass. There's a little, but not much.
Oh, by the way, Gavin, I did. So that's the recap, and we can go into playing. I would like to see if I can see if someone can cast a message for me, so I can message the contract that we kind of wrote up and signed. That basically, after this all is said and done, the Iron Fleet Dominion will be having an alliance with us.
Oh yeah. With the Dark Suns.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anybody does anybody in the party? Lucas, do you have a message? Oh, you're sleeping.
He's like, he's out like a light. He's not alive.
You're out.
I don't. I have a fist.
Molly, I wouldn't expect you to. You more big smash things. I understand.
I have high five. That's
That
High five to
I
the
will.
face.
I will take
With
a
a
high
hammer.
five. I'll take a high five, Molly. That's great.
I'm like, ooh.
Connor Blaze, can one of your subjects cast the spell message?
Let me look and see. So, I went ahead and did a thing because I realized that his little what's your race again, Crixus? I always forget what it's called.
Just call him Robo Man.
A Vidalcan. A Vidalcan, there we go.
Yeah,
The Vidalcan apprentice that or I guess I should say subject that directly serves him. I forgot to change her name because I didn't do it, and I forgot to do it after Lucas made his wish. So her name was Marishkel, but now it's Nissa.
No, you said since she's alien, it doesn't count or whatever.
No,
but-
I'm gonna go ahead and change her name. It's Nissa now.
okay. It's missing now.
That's a
Nissa.
good
Yeah. Okay. That'll work.
So, he tells you, he says, actually, my
Wait, what's her
my
name?
assistant,
Nessa.
Nissa,
And
Nissa.
And she's like an automaton type of person?
Nope, she's just a blue person.
Type alien.
Can we call her Marge?
No, her name is Nissa.
How about Marge?
Nissa.
I will be calling her Nissa. I like that name.
Fair enough.
Nissa.
I need to actually take better notes. I need to pull my notes up and start.
To be honest, I got the name from Pokemon because that's a gym leader from Gen 8, and she's hot. So anyway,
Nice. Okay. Sweet. So Nissa, if you'd be so kind to send this to.
Okay.
yes, of course I can do that for you. Sorry, I was almost doing Connor there for a second. What exactly would you like us? What would you like me to say?
Oh, well. You can't send the contract, can you? That would be, what's that other spell?
You speak of Speedy Courier spell.
Yes, yeah. You don't have that, do you?
I actually do.
Oh, sweet. So just, send her the contract over with the Golden Spirit Carrier. Do you need a platinum to send that?
Yes, I do.
I hand her one of the platinums that I stole from fucking, what's his name?
All right.
She don't know.
She was like, "Oh, interesting. This actually has the crest of our nation on it. You must have acquired this recently."
Yes, I did some
Found it.
dealings and tradings with the locals.
Found it.
I see. So
Definitely found it.
I'm looking something up, because there's a lot of names. So you're speaking of the commander of the Dark Suns, Commander Megumi Anzai. Is that who I'm sending this to?
Yes, that is correct.
Very well. And it takes it, holds up the coin, snaps her fingers. The coin turns into dust and dissipates into the air, and it sends.
Sweet. And we know that gets like she's got the message, right?
It
She got that one.
only takes the coin if they open the box.
Oh, okay, cool. So the platinum's gone.
Yes.
Cool. That's a good way to figure out if someone's dead or not.
I'll just send a message.
I've actually
Or they
seen
hate you.
I've actually
they-
seen some pretty creative uses of Galder Speedy Courier, and I don't want to tell you guys because I don't want you to do it, but
Shifty. Some shady shit,
Nice.
yo.
Anyways, all right. Now
I'll just put it this way: you
They've hacked
can
the system,
literally
they want
use
to-
Galder Speedy Courier to determine whether someone is a shape changer or not. Do with that what you will.
interesting. Anyways,
I'll immediately forget that. Cool, thanks.
Lucas,
Already
are
forgot.
you still asleep in there, or are you semi-awake?
No, I'm awake. I'm just
You awake? Okay.
I'm playing backpack, like hanging on Molly, because I don't really want
okay.
to walk.
I was hoping you would make storing noses.
Like a baby swaddler.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
admit, it's pretty cozy. I might.
Okay. Anyways,
You can transport
so
a person with that spell, the Galder Speedy Courier.
What's that?
You can transport a person with it, a living creature with it.
I don't think you can, but all right. I can't. I'm only telling you this because I came up with this, and I feel super accomplished for coming up with this use. You know that it's going to go to the exact person that you send it to, right? So if you're concerned that someone you're talking to might not actually be the real them, just send something with Galder Speedy Courier to the person that you think they're not. If they don't get it, they're an imposter.
Love it.
I feel very clever for coming up with that.
very nice.
All right.
Anyways, all right. Let's see. So, are we going to the Well of Worlds, or did we want to do maybe some of the contacts? I would like to talk to the king of the dragons potentially. Marte, potentially.
Oh,
Hey, Marte.
Hey, real quick. Did you see the text message and life stuff about my potluck on the 17th?
No. No. That's a no.
By the way, if you wanted to know the Dragon King's name, it's already been said. Actually, no, for another point of inspiration. Does anybody remember the Dragon King's name?
Oh,
No idea.
it's Bill now, though.
No,
Bill.
he's too powerful for you to change his true name.
Oh, still calling him Bill.
I mean, that actually, to give you a hint, that actually isn't too far off of being like, it would make sense as a nickname. His name is Belserioth.
Bell, got it. Bill, my boy.
nobody ever guesses your name.
I know. For another point of inspiration, as just
Why?
one
How
more
many points of
chance,
inspiration, my guy?
Why?
We have a game to play.
what type of dragon is he? That's it. Just what type of dragon is he? He's
Oh,
a metallic dragon.
Dramatic.
Well, he's a metallic dragon. What type of dragon is he?
Badass.
He's a
I
Brass.
think it's like a half point, cause like, not wrong.
I said brass.
Mithril.
Mithril. Oh,
He's a
yeah, of
mithril
course, that's
dragon.
be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Anyways, hey, Marte,
Alright.
did you want to just shoot me an answer real quick about that, or no? I'm just trying to see
Well,
who's
let me
coming
look.
or not.
I will compare it. Let me check my calendar. You said
Okay, cool.
17th?
Yeah, the 17th
Hold
of
on.
May, this Saturday.
That is this Saturday.
Yeah.
No, my 17th is booked. This is my anniversary week.
Oh, okay, never mind then. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
You're good. It happens.
Everybody.
I was just see if I was trying to get a little head count. All right. So, are we going to the Well of Worlds, or are we going to one of our contacts? I think. Or should we address this weapon of devastation that they speak of?
Maybe we can maybe we could use legend lore on that weapon of mass destruction.
The Harbinger.
Yes, that thing. Thank you, Loomis beings.
You're welcome. You hear a voice resound in your head.
Yeah.
Harbinger, caw-caw!
Did the character sheet change?
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Cool.
But anyways,
But I will say, just to throw a character, an in-character question in. So after you send that, Connor Blaze, speaking to the whole group. So, what is the next step for Motley Crest? Where do you go from here?
I
Get
think
rich.
that is what we are trying to figure out, Connor.
Get rich.
We are already doing that. Blazing
Not
our own
rich yet.
path. That's because you have to use money on your spells.
I should have people worshiping me.
Just do what I do.
Ugh.
And I steal a
Steal.
thing. I steal at a
As
thing
you-
at
As
a
you take
Connor
money
Blaze.
from him while y'all are talking.
Yes, I take shit from. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna.
Gonna
Connor.
pickpocket the king?
Well, to be fair,
yeah.
he would never know.
I hope you roll a nat 1. But never mind, it wouldn't make a difference, because
It
you're
wouldn't.
you.
I am me.
I hope he rolls a nat 20 on his perception. Pretty much would have to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. He says, regardless of where you go, where your travels take you, you have the full support of the Iron Fleet Dominion, backing you in battle.
Why, thank you. You know what? Commander Anzai should be with you to maybe talk about battle strategy. I know she is a very big contributor into this war as well.
Well, perhaps I should make a trip to Angaria, meet with her in person.
That would be a wonderful idea.
Very well. We shall depart post-haste. That is, if there's nothing else you need me for. I'll go ahead and gather my entourage and we'll make the trip.
If we do, we'll catch you on the way out.
Very well. To clarify, we plan on teleporting, so if we're no longer here by the time you leave,
We'll probably end up teleporting as well, but it's okay. But thank you, sir. Oh, by the Anon, make sure you get the sigil sequence to this place.
he already
Absolutely.
did. You already verbalized that you did.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And specifically, I think you have the sigil sequence for for Larry's shop, I want to say. So,
No, I got something to be able to teleport. Like I got a thing from there, but we didn't get a sigil
Yeah.
sequence.
oh, gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
So, Ayla speaks up
Where does the
and says-
sigil sequence lead to here? It's in the temple.
The castle.
It would
Or-
take you to the
would it
Iron
be-
Stronghold, so basically the castle.
Okay.
By the way, I never mentioned it, but the name of the town that you're in is actually the capital of the Ironfleet Dominion. Not that any of you guys are going to remember this, but if you want to take it out in your notes, it's called Halkeen's Rest, is the name of the town that you're in. Remember it or not, it's up
What?
to you. You'll probably never come back here again.
Dick. Dick. It's probably going to be a point of inspiration for next game, but okay.
It might, actually, so it might be prudent. You guys never get my points of
Alright.
inspiration.
I rolled a 20 to see if I'd remember it next time. Look, a nat 20. I'll
Next one.
remember it next time. There you go.
So Anand remembers it, but you, Marte, still might want to put it in your notes.
Oh,
So, okay.
You know what? For my anime feats, I think I'm just gonna get keen mind. That way, I'll just always get these point of inspirations.
Yeah.
I'm asking the player, not the character.
Oh.
Inspiration.
But anyways, so what are we doing
Oh,
next, fellas? Ladies and gents?
I mean, I don't know what exactly we're gonna get from investigating the weapon. I do think that's not. I don't think that's a terrible idea. I just don't know what we've got to gain from it. I do know
I just don't know why.
a couple things just to also throw in there. I have some concerns about me and Anand's wife and future wife because, again, I brought it up to Anand before that he hasn't actually talked to his girl in a hot minute. Especially, we didn't even know how she was after she had a doppelganger, like pretending to be her. But we do know that it seems like a lot of this is accumulating at the Well of Worlds. So, I mean, we can always cast Legend Lore on the way, or whatever it is we might want to do, but I think it wouldn't be a terrible idea to start finding a means or method to start getting over to Velverkaiman, where the Well of Worlds is.
Yeah, we should probably send her a text or something.
Well, why, of course.
The text.
Shoot her text.
A
Sup,
text.
boo? No? Alright.
Yeah, well,
Like, yo, good.
Where you at?
How's
B?
Dad?
Mm.
You laugh, but the next campaign actually has something called the ArcNet, and you're gonna essentially have magical smartphones.
Great.
So, all right. So Ayla speaks up and she says, I too support this plan. If everything, granted, I don't know as much about the area as you do, but it seems as though this all seems to be focused around there. Call it instincts, but yes, it definitely seems of high import that we should at the very least be available in that area.
Well, didn't we have the witches looking after the Well of Worlds?
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I thought they were going there. I know we had somebody looking after the Well of Worlds. We weren't just gonna leave it unguarded.
Hey, I'm pretty janked up after my wish spell. I would absolutely remember that, but I think right now my memory is a little swayed. I do know we have left the witches to look over things of importance in the past, and there's nothing more important than that, so that does track.
So it makes sense, but there's.
You want me to
at this
fill you
time,
in?
No guarantee.
Yes, you did have them keep an eye on the Well of Worlds.
Hey, so look at
Whether
that.
or not they would notice everything going on, maybe, maybe not. But it's not completely unobserved. I wouldn't say guarded, but I would say observed.
Okay, so they can watch the chaos that occurs, but that's about it. Oh, alright. That's
All right. So how we going about what we're going about there, gentlemen? I say as I get a little more comfy as I get perched up, laying over Molly's shoulder.
sit still.
Also, Ayla is going to say, and unfortunately this is the time where I must part ways with you for the time being. I've enjoyed assisting you, and it's been great, but my place is with my people on the battlefield.
I hear that. I go to give her a fist bump.
And she returns it.
On to
She
you.
says, so I guess
do you need
this
a
is
moment?
it. And she says, so I guess this is it for now. I'll just get my plane off of your ship. But she will, she definitely will walk over to Bond and plant one on him. I will say that.
Get a room.
They've had many a rooms.
I mean now.
Hey, Gavin, refresh my memory, because if I do recall correctly, like the last time we went back to Velverkaiman to go and charge up
Velverkaiman?
Lucas's wand, we were able to teleport there because, and refresh me, there was a teleportation circle there, and we got the sigil sequence to be able to
Shut up, muted this
teleport.
entire time.
Yeah,
Yes, we
okay.
had a teleportation sequence in the city.
A
Yeah,
Velverkaiman?
you did. You found like an old,
that's the last
basically
one with that joke.
destitute, like basically destitute magic circle that was still operational that you were able to get the sigil sequence on. So it looked like it might have been inside of some sort of magical school at some point, but it's obviously been out of use for many centuries.
So we can insta-pop there.
You can.
Yep.
So,
But what was it that you were saying, Nick? You said you were on mute for this whole time.
Yeah, I was saying I walk her to her ship,
Oh.
or to her little airship, before we left.
Okay.
Just seeing her off,
Yeah.
and then we can teleport.
And of course she's gonna say the whole thing where you have, like, be careful, just, all that stuff. And
Classic gross thing.
classic gross stuff. Once this is all over, I'll find you, all that dappy
Yeah,
emotional stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I cast 5 minutes later.
Your spell goes off. I'm not even gonna charge you a spell slot for it.
Alright, so
Sarcasm.
I'm going to say this because I'll be honest, I'm a little paranoid. If we go into do a teleportation circle, which sounds like probably the best way to go, and I still say do it even about what I'm warning you for, just know, right, these guys have been trying to get one step ahead of us everywhere. There might be a trap laid for us as soon as we pop through that circle. Or if we go in there, we got to go straight into like stealth mode, kind of taking the surroundings. I don't know what's going to happen, but it just sort of strikes me as every time we go into anything just without our guard up, it's going to end up biting us.
So, I'm gonna cue something real quick. Just make something happen. You get a message, a letter from Alexander Forglade.
Okay.
And it comes through a Galder Speedy courier. When you get it, what it says is, a great threat is looming. However, it is unto my understanding that Mirabeth Carlyle knew of it. I do not know what it is that is coming up, that is on the horizon, but she knows something that she is not telling you. I can feel it in my gut, and is choosing to deliberately leave you in the dark.
Okay. I will share that to the group and collect everyone's thoughts.
Remind me who this person was, Lucas?
She's the one over. She was the information broker that was over at the Xanathar's syndicate area.
That's right, that chick. Okay.
Go back, hold her hostage, feed her knowledge.
Right. The whole thing was that she was sitting there saying that she's on our side because it's good to have an information broker like working with us. So that's why we didn't go after her. And she was
But
like,
she chose to
very-
play the role of a double agent, basically. So essentially, she did sort of give you preface it with, she has to be careful with how she gives you information, or else it sort of outs her as a information broker or as a double agent.
Right.
Yeah, so how do we even contact her?
Yeah, message.
I mean, you could always just send a message.
Yeah.
You could always use Galder Speedy Courier and just have the world's most expensive texting session.
25 gold a pop. That's like $250 in real world. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
So, it's all right. We got the Pirate King
Back in
dudes
town,
people.
it was 25
so, I mean,
cents a text.
here's the thing, though. If she was withholding from us from before, why would she not continue to withhold it from us now?
I know,
Right?
she's just gonna lie. Again.
Maybe.
Still.
But I mean,
Unless we go beat it out of her.
well, when we were gonna go beat it out of her before, she was very snarky and it felt like
we
she had a
didn't beat it out
contingency
of her.
plan.
If we beat it out of her this time, she'll be less snarky.
I mean, since we've now beaten one of them, maybe that'll change her opinion a little bit.
Well, we'd already
You were
beaten
under
one of
the
them when
impression
we
she
got
was
there.
all in on your side.
Yeah.
You were under that impression. But again, she is someone who makes her living off of being deceitful. So
Right.
Really good at her job.
But we know 100% now that she was being deceitful.
We have
Fuck that shit.
his body, right? The
yeah, Fulgur Mortis' body.
Is that a guess?
get us.
Or-
Let's. What were you saying, Marte?
I said, so we know 100% that she was being deceitful.
Yes.
I don't know about being
Well, we just
deceitful,
gotta
but was withholding something.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a lie, more of a half truth.
You know
Okay,
that
nice.
basically
Lie of
information
omission.
was apprehended that there was something that she is not telling you guys.
A
I've
lie
gotten
of
my-
omission.
I say that's not cause to, go
Semantics.
knock the castle walls down.
No.
It's more of a strongly worded conversation.
Exactly. My idea is that I kind of want to make an example of Fulgur Mortis. I want to broadcast that we took down one of their strongest
With the
fighters.
billboards. There's such a thing.
Maybe,
who are
and
you
I
saying
think
this
Air
to?
flyers?
to the group.
Okay.
I want to broadcast that we took down Fulgur Mortis, and that way it gives our troops more reassurance that we are dealing with the threat at hand.
Wanna advertise? Alright.
I mean, it sounds like it could be a bad idea. It sounds like it could be a great idea. I really don't know where to gauge that needle. So,
Yeah. That could,
I mean, there's a good
It's
point. That a
I
lot
feel
of-
like what did you say?
I was gonna say a lot of heroes might see, oh, somebody beat one of them. Let's go work with them. If they were just trying to work on their own. I mean, I get where he's coming from anyway.
Yeah.
Like I could see it being valuable.
Yes. It is a group decision. I will, we should definitely. I think we should do it. I think it'll give us our troops more of a
Boosting
rally, something to
morale.
rally behind, boost morale. Exactly,
One
Molly.
down, one to go.
sure. How do we televise that?
Yeah.
Television. Believe it or not, we're televising something, and I don't even know what televised means.
You mean
Well,
broadcasting.
Yeah.
Broadcast media
Broadcasting.
is a thing. Like
Yes.
radios, everybody has radios.
Well, can we live stream
Well,
it?
and
Can
our-
we,
and what our
can we
DM
turn
is
up on
al-
TikTok? Is there a
And what our
TikTok?
DM is also forgetting that he has broadcasted a magical, like almost television before with us.
Well, that was an accident, I will say.
Yeah.
I got ahead of myself, but
Yeah.
What a jumbo box thing? Jumbotron this shit?
So I mean, hey, you know what? I'm for it if that's what the group wants, but what do y'all want to do about the other thing? Because let's make a plan of the things we need to hit, and let's hit them back to back to back. We got Carlisle is being somewhat facetious with us, and then we need to get to the Well of Worlds. That's what we're doing, and then we're televising or broadcasting somehow the fact that we killed Fulgur Mortis. How do we do those things?
do you guys want any input from me just to give you more of a palette of stuff to work with?
If you feel it necessary, DM.
So, no, I can't. All I can say is that you might have a better idea to accomplish all the things that you're wanting to do if you just look at the groups and characters at the back of the guide. That's all I can say. Because there's a pretty clear path forward for what you're trying to do if you just need to know where to go to do it.
Well, what you're talking
You
about
have that
the
guy at
televised
Guild
stuff is
Cog
the Cog Media folks.
Yeah.
Which, what happened to our little fox girl that was hanging out with us for a little while?
Oh, she just left.
No, I think he's talking about a different one.
You know,
Or are you talking
Brandon's
about that one?
girlfriend.
Oh.
She had a card with a sigil sequence to like get over there.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about What's her name? Fuck.
Talking about Ayla?
Yeah, no, not Ayla. Um, why am I forgetting her
The
name?
shifter girl that looked like part fox that was with us at the beginning of the campaign.
Oh,
Yeah,
Flora.
Flora, that's right.
Yeah. Kit's character.
Yeah, Kit's character, that's right. I don't. Yeah, she did have a way of contacting them. I'm pretty sure.
Felix Bartlett. He's the CEO of Tealcog Media.
Yeah, that guy. Where is that at? Where do we know where they're located?
Their headquarters are in. Let's see. King's Crest. Their headquarters is in King's Crest.
So, do we want to go first to the Well of Worlds and then go do this?
I got a feeling when we
Or-
go to the Well of Worlds, we're not leaving.
Yeah, that is true. Let's go to the. Let's go do this. Let's go broadcast this real quick, and then we're gonna go to the Well of Worlds.
All right, what do you want to? We got the Carlisle thing. What do you want to do about that?
Carlisle.
So she's
Information
based out
broker.
of Daggerport, which is in Alarath. King's Crest is also in Alarath.
Yeah, it's not far.
The Well of Worlds is in Falthansia, as well as the Dragon King is also in Falthansia. Just to give you guys some context that might help you make your decisions a little bit easier.
Nice. Well,
You know, the Dragon King is located close to the Dragonborn capital city in, well, I wouldn't say capital city, but the Dragonborn city in Falthansia known as Critaxis. That is the closest civilization to the Dragon King.
okay, cool. Let's go broadcast this shit real quick. Let's give some more fighting power to our troops. Let's give them better morale.
Can I make a minor suggestion of things?
Of course.
Why don't we go to Carlisle first if they're going to be right next to each other? We can let Felix know that we're headed this way, but she wants information. Maybe us even being able to say that we killed Folger Mortis is information we can sell before we broadcast it to everybody.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
And keep in mind, please, y'all still got his body. Like, we need to destroy the body to ensure that he doesn't get to come back.
Of course, yes.
That was my suggestion. I don't know how we actually get there from where we're at right now, but
Pretty sure we got a teleportation sequence there. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't think you have one in Daggerport. And the Heroes Guild could not have less of a presence than they do in Daggerport.
I don't know, Adon, did you put a thing down for Daggerport for having a teleportation circle?
Remember, it
There's-
takes you casting it in the same location every day for a year to make a
No.
teleportation
Oh,
circle
it doesn't
permanently.
have one there is what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
That is somewhere
No.
that they don't want people just teleporting into.
yeah, but
Yeah,
doesn't he have
I
a
got
thing where
you.
he can send a teleportation circle somewhere and then use the thing to teleport there?
Can you fit it in the box?
Yeah.
The circle plate? Can you fit it inside of the box? If you can
Oh.
find a
And
way
the
to actually get it there.
Courier? How did we do it last time?
I think we were talking about enlarging
Didn't
and
we
reduce.
say putting it in? Didn't we say putting it in a bag of holding and sticking the bag of
Yes.
holding in the courier?
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
I want to
Find
say
a way
that's
to do
what
it.
we did.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Who do we send it to though?
Who do we know there?
Well, we only know two people, and that's Carlisle and her butler.
Oh fuck. That's right, we don't. Damn. I don't trust sending it to them, really.
No one do.
No one has the just the regular teleport.
I mean, we have
Have a
Wish.
high
We
five.
can teleport if we want to.
We have what?
I don't
Wish.
think you've had a long rest since you.
That is true. Yeah, we did. We just did finish a long rest.
Yes, we
okay,
did have a long
cool.
rest. Not
Cool.
only that, my boon makes sure I can cast Wish twice.
That's fair.
If you feel like it's necessary.
Just saying, you might want to have that stuff available.
Yeah, I would say let's not waste a wish on that.
You want to drive there like old times before we were super powerful?
Sure. Yeah, we can.
Just pilot the airship over there.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
airship's still here. Yeah, because remember
Hey,
we couldn't teleport
Where's
to
that
here.
king dude? Does he not have any subjects able to cast Wish? So that we can just get. Well, actually, maybe he's got someone that can just cast teleport on us.
You don't just randomly have people that cast Wish. Like that's
You don't
a
just randomly have
rarity.
people that can cast teleport. It's a 7th level spell. The majority of people can't do that.
Yeah, people keep popping up all over the place that like are super powerful everywhere we go. I don't know.
You gotta consider the
can't
average
be the only
average
level 20 in the
person
whole
would
kingdom.
consider somebody that can cast like 3rd level spells to be a badass. So
I don't know. I spent some time in Nightvine. We all can like cast some decent level magic out there. So y'all need to get on my level.
at this point, you are likely a higher level than most, if not all, members of the council.
No, I don't buy that.
Okay.
That might be true. Lucas does not believe it.
Ah.
Lucas doesn't believe it to be true.
There was a time in history where every member of this group would have been worshipped as gods for their power. I'll just put it that way.
All right. Hey, so how long would it take us to just take the airship? Because we're way off in
About 14 hours.
Oh, yeah, it's
Bit
not
of drive.
terrible, but not great.
Right, go in Italy, guys.
Do we have a way to
14 hours.
instantly get there? And then keep in mind, this is a chain transport. We're talking about going to Daggerport, then to King's Crest, and then to Velverkaiman. And then, like, do we have the means to make that many trips, or do we just need to fly?
I don't know. Is it worth selling that information about that he's killed?
It was just
Or
a suggestion.
broadcasting
I
it.
don't.
Yeah. I know it's just a suggestion. I don't know.
Well, here's the. If you want to do this, why don't we flip it? Why don't we go to King's Crest? Because I'm going to be honest, if you sit here and send a message to, what's his face that's over the TCG, he'll probably be more than happy to take out the teleportation sequence thing for us. Like, hey man, we'll give you an exclusive and we'll tell you this thing, but you got to let us be able to get there.
Yeah.
That'll
Well,
give us-
also, I think we might have a teleportation to King Crest.
okay.
You do. There's a heroes guild there.
Yeah, we've been to the Heroes Guild, so.
All right. Well, all the same, I think it would be pertinent if this is what we're doing to give a heads up to Felix so that they know to expect us.
Yeah, we should definitely send word to him. Anybody got message? I know Luke. Well, Lucas is. Yeah.
Lucas
Is
He's
Connor
very
Blaze still
busy.
here?
No, he has
He's
departed.
left. Okay. As is obviously his second hand is left with him. Okay.
Yes.
I have high five.
No, I
Yeah.
do not have this.
And I have
I think
message, but message is
actually-
the short like cantrip
Actually-
thing. Like you're talking about
have
sending.
Oh. You have message.
I was
Wonderful.
scrolling through. It's in my fighter
You
cantrips.
don't want to
You-
mess
My,
with sending.
You
Eldritch
mean
Knight cantrips.
sending?
Oh, sending. We need sending.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. I don't
message
have
is like from person to person. I can
Yeah.
like do within 30 feet. Sending
Yeah, that's
is I
right.
send a message like far and away. Argalt or Speedy Courier to send a letter.
Yeah, we need sending.
I have
Ooh,
wish.
maybe our friend can
have
send.
wish.
We do not need a wish for sending.
It's not that serious.
Maybe our gloom
it.
friend has.
Yeah.
I've got 2
Ending.
level 9 spell slots. You
Whisper
can't
to
tell
it.
me anything.
Yeah.
And
You,
we are
you
not.
want? But
All right, let's. You know what? We should just surprise them.
All right, well, let's get moving.
Yeah, let's get
Gonna
going.
leave your ship
All right.
here and just teleport and leave it here?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how long
I
ago we
tell-
tied up. Why don't we have other people that can move the ship?
Yeah,
we
we
have
have.
do.
a crew. Have
Yeah,
them
you
start
do.
bringing it back over to land.
Yeah, I'll have them bring him back over to my keep.
You have, what the frick is his name?
Crab Man.
Okay.
The Jace.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, we have Jace. And then Klebor's at the
Jason is his name, but yes.
yeah. And then old Klebor's at the keep. He's holding down the keep.
Honestly, I just gave him that name because it sounded like the most alien freaking name I could give him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Klebor.
I remember. For some reason, I remember it, so I'm good with it. Anyways, yes. We get to the ship. Jace, please take the ship back to the keep.
Of course. This is fun.
Yes, I will give you. Let's see here. Here is 1,000 gold to buy food for the keep as well. We're going to have quite a few people there that we need to feed. So here we go.
Yep.
Taking
Make sure
a note
you
of
get some Smash'ems, some Whiz Fizz, some Thundertop Brewery, and some Prometheus Delights.
Yes, what he said.
Going through the snack page.
Yes, everything Lucas said. Just make sure everybody
Tell him
has enough
everything.
food.
By the way, the last thing was just a pack of cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
Hey, someone will smoke. I'm sure.
Oh, did you see that there's condom brands in there? Like Yankin' Fox, Spud Zipper,
Oh my god. Okay, all
But
right.
why?
Sponge
We-
Lunch.
Spuds.
All right.
Oh, this is my favorite one. G's Koch.
All right, Anand, do your thing. Get us to King's Crest.
McFockenstief
What are
is another
those?
one. For some reason, all the condom brands are German.
Obviously.
Why not?
But anyways, yes, please, Anand, if you would please take us to King's Crest.
It would be my pleasure. Does Lucas still look very tired and exhausted?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pat him on the back. I'm gonna help him over to the circle, and I'm gonna sit him down gently. Be like, just take your time, buddy. I've got the magic for the next couple of days, and I'll get it going.
All right.
Soft kitty, warm kitty.
Out of curiosity, this is going way back. In fact, Marte, you wouldn't know this because you joined in session 2. You weren't there for session 1. What was the name of the guildmaster of the Heroes Guild in King's Crest? He was the one who gave you your first
remember 3
purchase.
years ago.
Oh, I know. For some reason, I still remember. Well, can't say for some reason. I have it in my notes, but I didn't need to look it
All
up.
I want to know is where is that horrible person that I've been wanting to kill forever, whose name is branded on my arm?
I don't know. Who is it?
I am finally able to smoke him out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're at high enough level to beat his ass
Oh, yeah.
now.
Oh, I could take him. Oh, he will die before this campaign is over. I don't care what I have to do.
Let's see. I can get his name too. It is. Let's see. Oh well. Anyway, the name of the guildmaster in King's Crest it's actually a pretty normal one, which is why I'm not surprised because it was forever
hold
ago.
on, where
Same
is
as
it? Hold on.
Malcolm.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Big mouth.
I heard Malcolm and
Told you it was a normal name. So, do you remember the name of the guy whose name is branded on your arm that you carved in, literally JoJo style?
Yes, I literally carved it into my arm. Oh man, I don't remember. It's been too long.
He's part of the King. What was it called? The freaking
Agents of the Crown.
Agents of the Crown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's part of the Agents of the Crown. I hate him so much. Oh, I've been wanting to.
I
Kill
can't
him.
remember what his name was.
I will
Like, I
say he's
would've
only leveled up
traded him for
twice since the
Cyborg
beginning of the
Ant.
entire campaign.
Didn't he hit
so-
y'all with a glyph of warning? Or glyph?
No, he used
Like,
power word
he
pain.
he
Yeah,
humiliated us.
he
I
did.
want to burn. Oh, I want to get.
He did kind of mess y'all up, huh?
His name
Anyways,
is Valrin Jarkivus.
that's
yes,
right.
Archivist. Oh, I hate that.
I do.
Oh, here's Malcolm, Guildmaster of the Heroes Guild at King's Crest, and is racist against Vold. Human, likely Rathian descent, short, well-kept black hair.
And well, I don't know why you
That
must have
is
put
him.
that down an error because actually he's a half elf.
But he's racist against Volt.
He is.
No,
Oh, this
you're
is-
getting that the wrong city. He never was.
I think
Bro,
I think
it's
Sean
in
put it
my
in as
notes.
a joke.
Which one?
If you're probably
in his
talking
notes, he's
about
racist.
city on the west coast of Alarath. It was a big, major city in campaign 1.
This is my quarters.
Likely Rathian
Anyway.
descent. You can check the recordings, my man. That's where I'll pull it from.
Okay,
If it's on the
But-
notes, he's right.
but all right. So you appear, and again, you see a half-elven male with dark hair.
Likely
Possibly
of
of
Rathian
Rathian descent.
descent.
But no, I never said that he was racist against Vold.
Shenanigans.
He was the one that actually gave you guys that quest to go there to Callum Lux because he wanted you to help them. And offered it to you as a promotion quest on top of that. So,
Yeah.
no, he is definitely not racist against Vold.
Yeah,
He gave you
is.
that quest because he had a soft spot for the Vold. But yeah, you appear, and
He's a
and,
Volt lover.
So
Yeah, no,
this is the
well,
second largest Heroes Guild branch, actually. Second only to the one in Precipice, so which is the headquarters. So it's actually a really large hall. So yeah, you appear in the Heroes Guild, and honestly, it's a lot slower than you've seen it. Whenever the first time you came here, it was booming. Contractees from all over, just barkeeps carrying drinks around more than you would think anybody could ever drink, but there's like 5 people in here. But you are there. For the first time in 3 years, you see Malcolm as he says, you know, I cannot count how many times I have bragged that the number one group in the Heroes Guild got their start here. How the hell are you doing? It's been so long.
We're doing not too bad. Not too bad. How about you? Considering we
Business
just
is
killed 4
slow.
Mortis. I can
You
see
say that?
Yes.
When the world is ending, it's amazing how the drive to be a hero is a bit quenched, to say the least.
I assume most people are on the battlefield as well.
Or staying home because fuck it.
Yes, but not as many as you would hope.
I mean,
Well,
it's either
we're
or.
hoping to change that.
I don't suppose you have time to take a contract, as he points to the contract board, and you can see that there's like 100 contracts pinned to that board because nobody's taking contracts right now.
I don't think any of those contracts pay the type of money that we require these days.
Maybe later.
Like-
Maybe.
Yes, as of the moment, the most difficult ones we have are gold level. It might be a bit amateur for you.
We have plans.
Yes, for we do have a looming.
I tell you what, if we stay here long enough to figure out where we're gonna rest, I will leave you one of me, whose job it will be to go complete some quests for you to get the town back. What would you say to that?
That would be greatly appreciated.
I might be willing to do that for you. I'll talk it
There's
out
some
with the group.
basilisks that have taken up in a den on the road leading into town, and it's been causing some trouble.
Understood. I think we can make that work.
But it's
Well, I have no doubt that if it is a copy of you, a simple basilisk den would be of hardly any difficulty.
No consequence. Yeah.
how about Taplu Vobo? Is he not around to help you guys out?
Not at the moment. In fact, we haven't seen him in quite some time, which is odd. He's usually coming in to grab at least one quest a week to go slay some dragon off somewhere, but it's been close to a month now since he stepped foot in here. I hope he is well.
Well,
Yeah.
did he ever come back from Nilshire?
Definitely fine.
That was the
Probably.
last quest he took. I've not seen him since.
Are you still having issues with the blue dragon out there?
Not that I've heard.
Notes.
I am sure he is fine and taking a long rest and staycation somewhere.
Oh, Taplu Valbo doesn't rest. If you know him like I do, it's...
You
I
are
am
fine.
quite
He's
certain of
probably
that.
Dead.
Taking an eternal rest.
Try to be nice.
He says, yes, let's hope not. Might I ask, again, with everything that's going on, well, your presence is always welcome, what brings you to King's Crest?
Well,
We're actually on our way over to Tilcock Media to go,
advertise.
do a little PR.
I see. Well, I will not keep you any longer.
Signage.
Well, Lucas, we are about to make this public anyways. We might as well tell him.
I didn't mind telling him. I just, sure.
You'll be the
For we
first
have
to know.
killed
The scoop.
not one, but 2 members of the Diamond Guard.
You're saying they are down to 3 left?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
He immediately
Both in the
beams. Like
background.
his smile goes ear to ear.
like
I
to
knew
think
it.
I'm still
I
running
knew
it
it.
back, so I'm
I
just
was
like,
never worried. Never for a minute.
Awesome. Just trying to bat you.
You know, there were some that were saying that after the
Play like
event
Weekend at Bernie's.
that, well, you know the events that I'm talking about, that you were dead, but I never believed it. Not for a second did I believe it.
Well, we're glad you believed in us. Go ahead and tell anybody that'll listen.
Very well, I shall do just as you ask, and you are on your way to meet him now.
You
Yes,
should,
to broadcast this.
You
Oh,
should
this is the
make
story of a
bets,
century.
And if they don't, and then you can make bank when they don't believe you, and then we'll
That's
advertise.
exactly what I am going to do. I'm putting up a bet. I'm putting up a tally right now, a lottery for those who think that you were able to defeat any member of the Black Diamond God. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, there you go. There's your way of making money other than contracts.
Got a river
That'll
drown the
make
whole
ends
world.
meet.
And she looks so sad in photographs. Never mind.
And we'll be off.
Hey, do you guys want to spend the next 45 minutes shopping? Because we are at the Heroes Guild.
No.
Yeah, that's if you could have.
And we take them for all they
and
have.
outgain. No.
Are we still
Alright.
wealthy? No. I've only got 600 gold. What type of? I'm level 20. Why am I poor?
Stop missing games.
Because
I
you
don't
guys
know.
spend your money as fast as you make it. That's why.
We do,
I should
yeah.
be making gold hand over fist. This is
We also have not gained money from the past like 3
battles,
beasts
yeah.
that we've
Why aren't
did
we
no
robbing
fucking money.
people?
No, literally,
They
you
can't
got
stop
paid
us.
by Connor. He gave you guys money.
We
What?
pay such small amounts.
I don't remember ever getting paid by
Like,
Connor.
we should be getting like
How much
20
did we get
gold
from
a
Connor?
person.
Wait, you're
20k gold.
okay. I'm gonna need you to be very honest with me. Did you actually never add any gold to your inventory when you got there? Are
No,
you
I have
100% positive?
657. 657.
45, 62.
I am 90% sure that we were only doing this to get him on our side for the battle.
Yeah.
That was literally the
We
only
never
thing.
got money.
We
Then
never
that
talked
As
is-
about
soon
money.
as we
that
got
is a-
back, I rolled over to Very Scary Larry to go get my my blood vial.
Apothecary.
All right,
Yeah.
then that is an
Upgraded.
oversight on my part. I was supposed to give you guys a reward. You each get 5,000 gold.
Okay.
You can hold on to my $5,000.
Of course,
I
of
will
course.
keep
Luke.
I'm gonna keep mine.
You're I'm just the fucking bank. Your tally is
Alright.
at 11,000.
I'm gonna say, does the
if I
heroes-
need money, I go to Papa Bond.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna
Yes, you
hit.
do.
Does the Heroes Guild have a casino? I need to flip this and make it 10.
You'd have to go to Angaria for that, but you could.
Now, in this
And
jurisdiction.
I grabbed Molly's gold. Okay, I grabbed Molly's gold. I want to
No,
put that
I'm
on the
keeping
record.
mine.
Molly's holding on to her own gold this
oh,
time.
look at that. Do you want the 11? Do you want the 11,000
No.
that I held on to you?
can-
I'll,
I'm only
I'll
gonna
put it this
keep
way:
I'll
the,
keep
the
this.
Dark Suns owns a massive casino called the House of Chance. If you ever want to try to turn some money around,
Anyway,
For a
we
point
have
of inspiration, what is the slogan of the House of Chance?
I know the slogan of Angaria.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what it meant.
I know what it is.
Slogan?
Don't do too many drugs. Don't get too addicted. Is that it? Did I get it right?
I mean,
Again, what is the slogan for Angaria?
The gist of it is something
the
about
gist,
the city
what-
where fates change in a day, or 1,000 fates change in a day.
A
Is that what it
thousand
is?
fates change every day.
Yeah. I forgot what the
just
number
1,000.
was, but
Number 1001, nothing. No fate for that guy.
and
And
not
what do you-
999 either.
What do you call people that are broke and addicted?
Impos.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Okay.
I invented lore back then. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we did lower.
Anyway.
It's short for empty pockets.
Yep. Anyways.
Yeah.
Nobody
Let's stick to the
cares.
10 days campaign, fellas. Alright.
Alright.
Y'all ready to roll over to TCG? Or TCM?
Do you see it?
Yeah.
TCM?
Trading card game.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hit TCM.
Yep.
All
Let's
right.
hit them up.
So you, they're not hard to find. You guys don't have a car here. It just occurred to you. It's a long walk.
Can we rent
you
a
don't
car? Is there like an Uber? I mean, we do have enough money to rent a taxi or something.
There are taxis.
Taxi?
Yeah, there are taxis. So, all right, it'll cost
Little
you
girl
2
lag is
gold,
like,
and you get,
You
you
gold.
get a taxi. Yeah.
Trying to flag down a taxi.
I do not have that much
Molly
platinum.
flags out
Why
a taxi
do
and kicks in the car door by accident.
Do you remember how much platinum I got from him? I accidentally messed up on my platinum.
10.
How much platinum? You got 10? Okay, so I'm down to 9.
Larry, yeah.
Yeah, I will give the taxi a platinum.
That's like 8 gold too much. They will happily take you
Yeah,
there.
of course they will.
Ignore all
okay.
street lights.
Ignore all traffic.
Okay.
The cops run him over.
like Dio said, on the sidewalk will be fine. Just keep going.
GTA this shit. GTA this shit.
D&D.
Yeah.
We're VIPs, so GTS,
I'm gonna make that a one-shot.
TCG, or TCM.
Nice.
GTA D&D. All right. So yeah, he pulls up and it was supposed to be like a 20-minute drive, but he got you there in like 8 minutes. Go figure.
Wait.
Big
So
tits.
yeah, it's this giant skyscraper with spotlights. I mean, imagine like Hollywood pretty much, like with spotlights at the top that swivel back and forth where they catch reflections across the clouds in the sky. I mean, this is a metropolis and it looks like a skyscraper, exactly what you would expect to see. So you walk in and there's a very nice like human, human looks to be lower middle age, maybe like her late 30s. Female, looks to be of Raytheon descent, blue eyes, black hair, and like kind of like a nice like formal like 2-piece like dress up garb kind of like with like a knee-length skirt, suit jacket, that kind of thing. And she is sitting at the front desk, and immediately as she's writing down some notes as somebody checks in, probably somebody who works there, she looks up and drops her pen as she sees that Motley Crest is standing right in front of her. And she just responds, "Oh my gods. You're Motley Crest."
Ah, yes.
I'm gonna walk
she's-
over and I'm gonna write my autograph on a piece of paper and just
it's
whack
funny
down
that you
right
say that because I was actually already kind of going that way. She rushes past every other member of you guys and immediately gets to Anand, pulling a little picture of you out of her wallet and says, "Can you sign this for me, please?"
Yes. Absolutely.
Classic.
I'm gonna sign it. Just the back of it. Give it
Spell her name right.
She is
to
beaming.
I'll try.
and
My name's
she says,
Jessica.
hold
Phil.
on 1 second, and she goes back behind the desk and grabs this like big camera. Think like old school, like 1920s camera, and like, one of you can you take our picture? And she points at literally just the rest of you guys, like asking you just to like go over there and pull a string.
I'm the tallest.
Oh, dang it, a string? I was about to turn it around and take a picture of me.
You're gonna take a selfie? I'm down. Sure. We can take a picture.
She stands next to
Yeah.
you, does a little peace sign from behind your back, and
Photo powder.
all right, so they take the picture, and she says, "How can I help you? It is an honor to meet all of you. You're all great. Just no offense, but Anand's my favorite. How could he not be?"
Yeah.
What, you don't like me?
That's why that
As I
dude
spit
right
up a
there.
little blood.
He spits up
She
like
says,
more.
"If I had
like,
to say my
Rick.
second favorite, it would probably be," and then she points at Molly. "You, I think you're really cool."
Yeah, Molly's pretty awesome as I wipe away the blood I spit up on her shoulder.
I'm wearing a bloody apron. It just blends in.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you just
I'm
dripping
just
blood
dripping
as you
blood
go
anyway.
in.
Like,
Well, what can I do for you? I'd be happy to help any way I can.
We're here to see Felix. What a Felix?
What? Pop quiz.
Bartlett,
Bartlett. Barry?
the
Oh, and
guy in
she says
charge.
to- She says to Anand with a little blush, "My name is Lillian, by the way."
We can remember that.
Oh, well, that's weird. That's also my teacher's name.
It's a common name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just
I thought
Like, it's like
Lily
that.
was. I didn't think Lily was short for something.
Yeah,
I thought it was just Lily.
her full name's Lillian Ashner.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you know? Coincidences.
This Lily.
I forgot that
isn't short
Lily
for
was a
anything.
nickname.
It's just Lily.
No, she doesn't. She just goes by the whole thing. But yes, so I can only assume that. Wait, are you here to seek a sponsorship? By the way, just reminding you guys, he offered you guys a sponsorship months ago, and you turned him down.
Yeah, because I didn't want to dance for cigarettes.
Right. Shouldn't he be seeking a sponsorship from us? Does he not know who we are?
To renegotiate
He-
terms of
Who
that.
doesn't
question.
at this point? A sponsorship basically just means you get money every week for having a logo on your shirt, pretty much, and you occasionally do a commercial. That's a sponsorship.
Yeah, if we sponsor
Very
him, we're paying
commercialized.
him money.
He's gonna sponsor us. So we'll advertise him around. That's pretty much how
Yeah,
that's
so maybe, is he around? We can discuss?
Yes, penthouse suite. That would be floor 120.
Then we will go.
up.
The floor 120.
Okay.
I shall
What's the next hold
let
on
him
the
know that you are
elevator?
here.
Do I take the next elevator?
Sure.
What's the max hold on these things?
You will find it is quite spacious. You will be fine. Right behind me. That's the executive elevator. Only the best for you.
All right, sounds good.
Then
We will.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you know that going up to floor 120, that's like a 5-minute elevator ride. But you eventually get there.
Good music.
So it dings up at the top, and the door opens into a massive studio suite with an ornate desk at the end, a bearskin rug, and the an immaculate view over the city. If you're scared of heights, this wouldn't be the best place for you. But
Right for that.
think like Empire State Building. That's essentially what I imagine this building looking like.
They look
So he
like
looks up and
ants.
says, "You know, I was a bit skeptical when Lillian said that Motley Crest was here to visit," as he stands up, and you, again, notice a dark, like a kind of fair-skinned human, dark hair, lightly freckled, blue eyes, as typical, like, a Wraithian human is. They typically have very dark hair, but very light eyes. He's wearing, like, a nice three-piece suit, like a chain wallet, a little pocket watch tucked in, kind of like a maroon color for the actual suit itself, nice black dress shirt, white tie. Looks like his entire suit probably costs what's in your wallet right now. But what do I owe the pleasure? I don't suppose you've thought about reconsidering the sponsorship that I offered you months ago.
We
Oh.
have. We've got a couple of tweaks in mind.
I see.
Hey, take out the body, I guess.
That's your opener.
Yeah, take out the body, I guess. Were we
Talk
have
about
killed-
true negotiation.
Immediate raised eyebrow when you say take out the body.
Well, we have. Man, this bit of information is gonna be quite juicy for you. I don't know. Maybe we can't give it away right now.
Take out the body.
Maybe we need some compensation first or something. I don't know.
How am I supposed to know what a fair price would be when I'm not
Just
even
gonna-
aware
he
of the
doesn't.
nature of the information that
He
you
already
hold?
offered us a sponsorship. I think if we just do
That is
this, we
true.
sweeten that deal. I don't think we need to play
Okay.
the mystery game.
Fine. I get it, Lucas.
Bring out the carcass.
We've killed 2 of the Black Diamond Guard.
Carcass.
Really? 2
Yes,
of them.
2 of them.
Receipts.
And which members have you killed?
We have killed Forgel Morgus and if you didn't know, his sister.
Bitch.
I'm not familiar with the family tree.
His mama's next.
If you could enlighten me.
What's that bitch's name?
Her name is Marlea Tox.
Marlea Tox is the other one.
It ends
They
with Tox
were
because
siblings.
she's poison, and I thought toxic, so that's why I went with that.
Correct.
Yeah, I got you. And Marlea Tox, they were sister. They're brother and sister.
I see, and they are both deceased.
They are both
And
dead.
so,
Receipts.
what do you wish to do with this information?
I want to rally the troops with it. I want to bring the life back into the battle.
Let them know it must be done, and it can be done.
For it is not hopeless. For
He
these undefeated warriors have been defeated, or some of them at least. They are not immortal.
He says, I can have an emergency broadcast ready to go in 20 minutes. You just say the word.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Very well. Floor 117. That's just 3 down from here. I'll have them ready. The floor will be yours as you speak to the entirety of the Alarathian people. I do hope you have something interesting to say.
Yep, it's pretty much what we just said. It can be done. It will be done. Here are receipts.
Does anybody have
can't
anything
read.
that gives a good boost to charisma? Honestly,
that Bard
Bond, I
against
think
charisma?
you're
We
pretty good
start
with
with
that
the singing?
anyway. So
Slam poetry? Like what?
Yes, I can make the speech if no one
What are
else.
we doing?
He
Like
says,
two,
what
I
I
am
mean
very
is
quiet.
give it a good stars performance, right? Don't just simply drop the information. These people need to be rallied. These people need a riveting speech, not just to know what is going on. Get through to them.
Yes, I believe I can do that.
wait, so like an
please,
inspiring leader. Oh, I've got
make it-
some. As a cough of a little bit more blood. Maybe
He
not
says,
now.
and do make it good for ratings.
I will do my best.
If we do that, we gotta do like a 2-part series. Ugh.
He says, very well. I will meet you in the studio.
Ooh,
Again,
perhaps
3
range
fullest down.
feet. No.
What's the
no,
world
it's too much.
name of the world we're in now? Right now?
Alpharesk is the
Alvarez.
name of the world.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
The
Okay, cool.
continent is Alarath.
Okay. Well, I'm addressing the entire world, so Alpharesk. All right.
Dearest Alphabet, it has been known.
All right. I need to use the bathroom. We'll go ahead and just take like a quick 5-minute, and we'll reconvene.
Sounds good.
Oh, one thing he would say is, I do hope that they can hear from all of you to at least some degree. I just feel like as though it would be received better if every member of your group were to be heard from.
Ain't nobody want to be participating.
You're gonna get the most powerful ditto I've ever dropped.
Yeah.
I are
I'll be right back.
Good.
I can't inspire speech at all. I have high fives.
I have high fives.
I can yell. I can yell whatever you want.
Give him a battle cry of soft kitty.
Oh, I'm kidding. That's hilarious.
I feel that is probably an inside joke that they will not get. It will be weird.
It's a haunting battle cry that they can always tell to their enemies. I cannot wait until people charge over a hill.
Lull them to sleep to their death. Soft kitty, warm kitty. I'll try to.
That'll be the battle cry of the century.
Soft kitty! Warm kitty! Little ball fur! Gotta take out the trash. Oh, I'm sitting it down. What is the weather like tomorrow? Hmm, 75.
gonna figure out where to put my headset down. Is everybody back?
I believe so. I am.
Yeah.
Never left.
Hey, Lee, are you there?
I guess he stepped away.
What is this character down at the very end that says Will's character? Who is Will?
I don't know.
Oh. Oh man, that goes way back. I know who that was supposed to be. Somebody who was going to join in to Lee's game and never did. For good reason. I honestly, we dodged a bullet with that one. Some people from work I was going to bring into the game who ended up not probably being people that we wanted to play the game with. And they haven't been at Central for a while now.
Who was this? What?
Will.
Grace Fraley and her boyfriend Will, who works at Northside Cherokee, were going to join in to Lee's D&D game, the Tyranny of Dragons game that he runs, but that didn't pan out, and honestly, it's a really good thing that it didn't, because she's got some issues.
Yeah.
I'm back. Sorry, I was in the bathroom still.
You're good.
Marte, you there?
That's a no.
It's alright. We can go and get started. It's going to take a minute to go through all the people talking on the radio.
That's fair.
No, it's not.
So-
Everybody's gonna say ditto and move on.
Alright, so he takes you down to the broadcast area, and he sits all of you down at a table with a microphone in front of you, and says, just before he presses anything, his hand hovers over a button, and he says, "Are you ready?"
Yeah, you know. Okay. One kind of, just kind of gives a little stretch. Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Alright, he holds his hand up and goes, and taps it. "This is Felix Bartlett with Tilcog Media, and I have the privilege of coming to all of you, all of the great people of Alpharesk, with Motley Crest here. We have some very interesting information to give to you, and it is my distinct honor to allow them to present this themselves. So, everyone, lend us your ears as I give the floor to Motley Crest."
People of Alpha. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He says, "Now, I believe it was Bond who wanted to speak first.
Yeah.
I've been told that you have some great information to drop, something that can lift our spirits and let us know that the light of hope shines through the day. What is it that you have to share with us?"
Hey, Gavin, real quick. What was the girl's name of the diamond guard that we killed?
Marleya Tox.
Marleya Tox. Okay.
Just remember Toxic. That's
Yeah,
where the
Marleya
name
Tox.
came from.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. I like to address all of you today and let you know that we all stand against the Black Diamond Guard, and we believe that this is a winning battle. These people made us believe, made y'all think that they are immortal when they are not. We do stand a chance against them. For Motley Crest, our entire group has already taken out 2 of them, Marleya Tox and Borger Mortis. They
Now-
are not. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He says, now, if I recall, the information as has been presented to me is that Fulgur Mortis was considered by some to be the strongest of their kin. Is that correct?
Yes. That would be correct. Actually, one of our teammates here has a past with Fulgur Mortis that, oh, sorry, I don't know if you want, but he has known Fulgur Mortis before, and, he has had a run-in with him.
You can tell you immediately got his attention. He did not know about that, and now he is immediately interested. You say they had a past with a member of the Black Diamond God. Tell me.
Yes,
What...
that is for him to disclose. I probably said too
He
much.
says, "I understand your name is Crixus." We'll just assume that you guys would have told him your name. What is it? What is the nature of this entanglement that you have with this member of the Black Diamond God?
Well, I'm not from this sphere, this world. I'm from another world that he visited before coming here.
Oh, that's quite interesting. So, interplanetary traveler is what you're saying you are.
Correct.
You've heard it first here, folks. There is now a member of Motley Crest who comes from another world. Are you officially a member of Motley Crest, or are you sort of on a short-term basis with them?
It started as a short-term basis, but that has become somewhat long-term. For the foreseeable future, until this threat is dealt with.
You've heard it here, folks. You've heard it here, folks. There is a new member of Motley Crest. One Crixus. He holds it out like he doesn't know your last name.
Crixus.
Just Crixus.
One word, like Madonna.
And share.
Yes.
Right.
Very well. As the rest of you were saying.
Yes, for this battle is not such a lost cause as some people might think. We do have a chance here, and we will prevail.
He says, now, might I add, just for some context, this group, Motley Crest, who now stands as the only diamond rank adventuring party in all of the Heroes Guild, got their start right here in King's Crest.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be correct.
So he's sort of just waiting for you guys to say something else. If you don't have something else, then you can just sort of give him the signal. But
I got no. I got a high five.
I would like, Crixus, did you want to say anything, or?
You go ahead. I'll jump in if I have something.
Okay. I would like to address all of Alpharesk, for I know times seem gleam, but we will defeat this threat that threatens our world, for this is the last world they will conquer. We will defeat them all and drive them away. And but we are Motley Crest, and with us and what the fuck is the name of the other hero guild?
Requiem.
Heroes of Requiem. We stand at the ready, and I hope you all stand with us. We must not lose hope.
And he says, now, if the remaining members of the Black Diamond God were listening right now, and you knew for a fact that the next words to come out of your mouth they would hear, what is it that you would say to them?
No matter how far you run, you won't get away from Motley Crest.
You heard it here, folks. That was a declaration of a challenge. But I'm sure our favorite group, Motley Crest, is up to it. And I'm sure that we will not be disappointed. They will guide us into the remaining dawn. This was Tilcog Media. Oh, I apologize. Did you have something else to say?
I was going to jump in with it might be too late for my world, but it's not too late for this world. Or any other worlds that might be victims afterwards if we failed. So we can't. everyone has to join it. It can be done. That's all.
And that's a rallying cry if I've ever heard one, folks.
May I chime in just one thing?
Very well.
This fight has been ongoing for some time, and I'll be honest, I'd rather see it come to an end. And I welcome them to come down. I welcome them to come and fight us. In fact, it could be easily said as,
Welcome to the cum zone. Only come inside anime girls. Quivering clit, double jointed pussy. Fresh.
Really does not seem amused.
I don't know where to go with this.
You don't. You just kind of skip it. Really.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, god damn it. Oh.
Okay, I'm good. I think I'm good.
Can I roll a persuasion check? See how many, like, I can with that.
I thought you were
It's-
going somewhere serious
can't.
with that.
I thought he was too. I was like, Lucas getting serious? What is going on here?
we were doing all these throwbacks today, so that's another throwback.
God damn it. Oh my god.
Dude, you just made me cry. Like,
Oh.
well, that's it for the game, guys. We're just gonna laugh for the next 45 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Was the not even there for this? Oh,
Marte,
that's a
tell me
crime.
you heard this.
It was such a crime if he was not here for that. Oh my gosh, if you could hear us, you're muted. Lee, Lee's gotta be dying over there. Or
He is muted, but
Yeah.
Sorry, I cough a lot, so that's why I'm muted.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, anyways.
okay. So is there something on the record that Lucas wanted to say?
No.
No? Okay. Then he ends it with, well, that sounds like a rallying cry if I've ever heard one, folks. And he reaches across the table to shake each one of your hands. Well, truly, it has been a pleasure to have this exclusive interview with you, Motley Crest. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sure that you are quite busy considering everything that is going on, but I do feel as though this was a very good move on your part to let the great people of this world know that hope is not lost and that there will be a brighter day.
Yes, I do agree. Thank you for letting us speak.
And that was Tilcog Media. Have a good night. And he cuts the broadcast. And he
Alright.
looks at you and he says, well, I think I might need to buy a new yacht now. That
Yeah.
was phenomenal. And he looks and
Yeah.
he says, especially you two, pointing to both Crixus and Bond, you were made for radio. Has anyone ever told you that?
No one's quite told me that, no.
No, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was told I have a face for radio.
Oh, well, don't insult yourself.
It's not the same.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I do hope that you will consider the sponsorship that I have offered you. Considering how far you have climbed, I do certainly believe that we could renegotiate the terms of such a contract. But by all means, this should be a conversation for another time.
Why, yes.
So, well, I have some business to attend to, but if you ever need anything else, tell you what. He goes on a piece of paper and writes down some numbers. Here is the sigil sequence of our business suite here. If you ever need a place to stay or someone to get to quickly, it is on the floor above mine. Now, naturally, it doesn't have access to my office, but I know who I'm talking to. You could gain access if you wanted it. I'm not going to delude myself there. But by all means, I do believe you have earned this, so if you need just simply a place to get away to, then I'm happy to offer my services.
Yeah, thank you. We will keep that in mind.
Oh, and might I add that this building has a sky dock, just in case you ever need it.
Oh, wonderful.
Ooh. I'd like to think it has a sky dock. We're 120 floor up.
Yeah, it was a
It would
fun.
be.
A sky
It would
dock
seem
is
like a
a-
missed opportunity if we didn't.
It's a magical dock, basically, that whenever you dock an airship there, it makes it where it's just not gonna, like, put a bunch of weight on the structure and fall out of the sky. It's like an enchantment thing. So,
Oh, cool. Alrighty, now to the Well of Worlds, correct?
I think so.
I do say this after he left. What was
I
I gonna do?
assume
Oh,
so.
did you want me to roll a persuasion check
Carlisle.
for like
Oh.
how much persuasion I get to the people, or no? Me and
yeah,
Crixus,
sure, why not?
or
Why not? Let's
Okay.
let's see a persuasion check for both of you guys. I'll give you advantage on it too, each of you.
well, I don't need that. I have advantage on it. I think. No, I don't have advantage on it.
I don't
Because
think
I
at the
don't have-
moment you do.
No, I do not. That's okay.
But you guys both have advantage on this roll.
Sweet. Advantage. Persuasion. That's a nat fucking 20, baby.
Indeed. Yeah, they're pretty fucking inspired. Let's see if they can even be more inspired. Crixus, if you want to drop yours.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I get to roll persuasion as well. Yes, I will do that. Let's see. I am not at all proficient in that, am I?
But you have advantage.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's maybe I like advantage. That is a nat 18 or 17.
That's not bad.
Still good.
Okay.
Not bad.
Honey?
Not bad
Yeah.
for someone not proficient in it.
Really?
Let me take note of this real quick, and I'll find a way to incorporate this later.
Sweet.
Hey, Bon, I know you're talking about going to the Well of Worlds. Remember, still, if we are going to do anything with Carlisle.
Oh, yes, Carlisle. Ah, man, that sneaky little wench.
Just like, you could probably get there in like 2 hours from where you are right now, but you don't have your airship with you.
No, but we got TC them like, hey, do you have like a super fast way of getting us to from here over to Daggerport? Like, you got like your own like special, helicopter. You're one of the rich fancy folks, right? You got like a way of like getting around quickly, don't you?
So actually, yes. You can't tell anyone though. This is a new invention. In fact, could I get you to sign it? Never mind. It's fine.
Yes. Sign whatever
so-
you need.
New invention.
Yes, indeed. And the only one who's probably heard of this would be Lucas.
Oh, you probably got an
it is-
aeronautics, don't you?
Have you ever heard of this new device called a rotary copter? It's cutting
Oh my
edge.
gosh. No, I have not. This is very interesting.
Here, let me show you. We'll go up to the roof.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, you went
you
there for it.
missed
Oh, missed
the
it.
cum zone.
What?
You freaking missed it, dude.
Bonzo. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
play it.
Had an
Play the
issue.
entire. You have to play the entire soundbite for him.
Please don't.
It was a perfect placement during this interview sequence where he dropped this. Just play the audio.
You gotta have to check the recording.
Is he getting a manicure?
It is so much. Yeah, I was
Maybe.
gonna say, just watch the
watch
He's
the
got
recording.
hangnails, and he keeps
Just
chewing
watch
at
the
them.
recording
Don't chew
at
it.
roughly like an hour 45 minutes into it. Get to the interview with
I'll
with
clip
Felix.
it if I can. I'll clip it if I can.
Okay.
I'm so gonna clip that. Yeah.
It had me and Nick crying over here. Like,
Dude, yeah, I could not. Dude, it's so fucking hilarious.
The Cubs. I haven't heard that one in a years since we played that one.
That was the whole point. It's like, since we're making all these references to callbacks, I was like, well, now's the time.
He's never played the full one though, dude. He's always played the
it's
first
just
little bit.
welcome to the cum zone. So he takes you up to the roof and he says, so the way it works is there's these blades on top that spin and it creates a downward lift of air, and it could likely have you to Daggerport in about, I'd say, an hour and a half.
Wonderful.
Feel free to borrow it, just do please bring it back.
Yes, we will.
Are we?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know.
We totally will. Wink,
Is
wink.
that a we will with a wink? Like, of course we will. Wink. And they're like, no, seriously.
We'll get
Yeah, wink.
We'll get it back to him after
I
I'm
just
done.
whispered over to
No,
Bond.
really,
Hey, if you wanted to
having this
sell
commission
something for
cost me
like information,
500,000 gold. So
Do what? What do you think?
having this commission cost me 500,000 gold. It's quite expensive. Please bring it back.
well, I whispered in the bomb, like, if you want to sell some information, brand new technology right here that you can put on full display to Carlisle.
Yeah. That's funny. She probably knows about it.
I'm just assuming here that Bon is a prodigy, and he just needs like 3 minutes and like a drink to figure out how to drive this thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do you want me to do a handling or vehicle handling check?
Give me a vehicle check. That's gonna be intelligence, add proficiency, and just see if you can figure out how to pilot this thing. But you have reliable talent anyway, so.
Hey, Bond, can I give you a little something to remind you? Because I just remembered you can like talk to spirits to get knowledge and stuff. You have Fulgurborges' soul that we can ask questions.
That is true. We do. We do have that.
So why don't we get some information from Carlisle, and we can also use that as a bargaining chip, or we can compare what she knows to what he might be able to tell us.
For sure, yeah. We just need someone with the thing of zone of truth.
Yeah, no, I ain't got that.
I got high fives.
So you said
Just a
intelligence.
constant supply.
I'm already
Yeah.
proficient with intelligence saving throws, so it'll be the same.
And apparently,
Yeah, that'll be
15
18.
16 grand.
It takes you a few minutes, but you inevitably get there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than flying an airship, but
20 grand.
you're able to grasp the basics.
I figured.
I forgot about reliable talent. Didn't really even need you to roll. You couldn't have rolled low enough if you tried.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. Alright, looks like I've got it down, guys. Let's get in here and let's get going.
Like, worst case scenario, we could just like hotwire it, right? No. There. I mean, it's good to have
Maybe.
a plan B.
Yeah, yeah.
I could hit it till it works. I don't know.
Alright, so you all pile into what is essentially a steampunk helicopter. And yeah, it'll take you like an hour and a half to get to Daggerport from there.
Nice.
Try to sit in the center. I work through the whole thing.
So where are you touching down? The outskirts, or are you just like flying straight into the city
We're
in this
yeah,
frickin'
no,
helicopter?
outskirts.
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 Okay.
I mean, aside from the fact that we're gonna look like a giant, nobody knows this thing exists yet, and we're just gonna announce to the world this is what this thing looks like, and then we're gonna come falling out of it. So maybe not close to wherever we need to go.
Yeah, no.
Further away
we're
from the
out.
population
Definitely,
as possible.
definitely outskirts.
Okay. So you park it like a good half mile to a mile outside of the city streets. Probably like cover it up with some bushes or something.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
will pull some trees too, and then tie the trees together, kind of a thing, so it's covered.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Camo
Yeah, we'll just fast forward. You know where she is, and while you certainly catch a lot of looks going through Daggerport, the general person knows they probably shouldn't fuck with you guys. So you get to her relatively trouble-free. Whenever you do, of course, Ernesto was his name, a tiefling. He sees you guys and he says, "Oh, I can only assume you're here to see Mirabeth. I must say she wasn't expecting you."
Surprise!
Yeah.
I don't suppose you can come back another time. She's quite busy.
No.
No, for we believe she's withholding information that we would find interesting.
Point us to her direction, please.
Very well, if you'll just follow me. He seems like it's just a giant inconvenience that he's having to do anything.
Of course it is.
Thank you.
So he takes you up to a long hallway and says, "She's through this door. I do hope that what you are here for is important."
Oh, yeah.
Insight check.
Sure.
Agreed.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one as well, if I'm allowed.
Okay, then.
I mean, you don't think he, like, knows more than he's letting on. You're pretty sure he's just fucking annoyed that you guys are there, but it doesn't seem like he's intentionally being deceptive.
Let's keep
Okay.
walking.
I was about to say, a 25 is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
No, it is.
That's my base. I can't roll anything lower than that.
Yeah. So, she says, "I wasn't expecting you. I must ask, why are you here?"
Well,
Lies and deceit.
I can assure you, if you are accusing me of any deceit, if there's any bit of information I've withheld from you, it is only out of necessity. Anything else?
necessity. So, necessity.
Let me
Rick,
ask
it's
you.
what do you
Let me
think
ask
it
you
is?
a rhetorical question here. Let's say there's an answer to an equation that nobody else knows, that nobody has ever figured out. If I were to tell you the answer to that question after being told by someone else that I am the sole beneficiary, the sole benefactor of this knowledge, and this other person would determine that you also have this knowledge, who would you turn to as the source of this impasse, of the source of this leak of information? You would likely turn to the original person that you told the information to, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we would
if there
call
was
you
something that only
Tattletale.
I could know, and I were to share that information with you, and then you were to suddenly act in a way that betrays the fact that you have this knowledge, what would that tell them? I'll let you work out the dots on this one.
Yeah, that is true. Well,
But I still want to know.
you've got a point. Insight check.
Give me an insight check.
Do I hit her now? Or you let me know.
That's a 25, yeah.
She seems really fucking annoyed that she's having this conversation.
I bet she does. I bet she does. I bet I was gonna get that information no matter how well I rolled, or how little I rolled.
Yeah.
You don't believe that... Is she withholding information? Yes. I will say that in all likelihood, though, if she is withholding something, she believes she is because she has to. You do believe
Okay.
that.
Alright, Lucas, I think we're done here.
Oh, are we?
What's the point?
Unless you've got anything. I mean, she
I can tell you
believes
this.
she has to.
They're going to make a big move soon. I would explore all of your avenues and all of your areas of import and make sure you are ready to act on a moment's notice.
Areas of
Bibbidi.
import.
Okay, look.
I don't like it. Just be like,
As Lucas tries to get down from Molly, but his legs are wobbly, so he decides that's not a good idea.
I'm just gonna turn him that
Look.
direction.
I get it. You're not scared, you're smart. No one can doubt that. I don't doubt it. Simple fact of the matter is, though, we're knocking these guys down like dominoes. We've taken out 2. We're well on the way to continue that on. Hedge your bets, make smart choices. You gotta make the jump here. Which cliff are you gonna stay on? Because an earthquake is dividing the lands. Are you gonna go with them or are you gonna go with us?
Cause if you tell, we're gonna murder them anyway, so it's not like it's gonna matter that they know you told them, because they'll die. So there's your reassurance.
And you have a way of
Come
covering every single one of them at all times. Every powerful agent that they have, you can take care of it all right now.
I mean, we're gonna kill
back.
them
Not
all.
right now, but soon. Yeah.
Are you gonna tell me that with all this said and done that you don't have a safe place to go? Because it seems to me
Oh,
like
I'm
you're the
not
type of
saying
person
that
to
I
have a
don't.
contingency. My point is, are you expecting the world to get destroyed? Or are you expecting to stay, hopefully, a little optimistic, and that we'll actually persevere? Because now's the time to make that call. You can't sit here and ride the fence the entire time frame. You knew that.
She had. Oh, and my brain.
Give
is
me
clicking
a
at this
persuasion check.
point. So, if we kick all their butts, she will still have to create a whole new career based on the fact that she tattled.
30.
Nice.
Okay.
That's
She doesn't
solid.
want to do that.
She face palms hard enough that you can hear the smack. And you hear her shout, "Ernesto?" And he opens the door and he says, "Yes, my lady. I need you to get 20 barrels of my favorite wine and take them to the place. You know where. I expect it to be done within the hour. You understand?" And he says, almost like in a dark realization, "Yes, my lady, we will work on it right away." Almost like he's coming to a realization that she hasn't quite said out plainly enough for the rest of you to say.
It's plan
says-
apocalypse. Oh shit. Okay.
Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be much harder to reach than I am now. But unfortunately, I must say that you do have a point. I wouldn't leave the Well of Worlds unguarded, especially tomorrow morning.
Oh, we were going there anyways.
It's not just that. They will be engaging in a two-pronged assault, starting tomorrow morning. The remainder of the Black Diamond Guards will be accompanying a force that marches on Stormhaven, while Inferno himself, which is believed to be the second most powerful member of the entire Black Diamond Empire, second to Dogothoth himself, will be attacking the Well of Worlds tomorrow, aiming to feast upon its energy and harvest it to activate the Harbinger. I've been struggling with determining how to drop this information to you without immediately revealing that I am a double agent. But now, I guess, the metaphysical cat is out of the bag, because when you are inevitably waiting for him there tomorrow, it will be clear that the information came from me, so I'm going to go into hiding. With that being said, if you wish to contact me, you can simply return here, and we will be in touch. But starting tomorrow, my ability to gather information for you, as they will now know that I am no longer on their side, will be a bit more limited, though I will not say impossible. I do still have my eyes everywhere.
Well, it seems like there's going to be a pretty big turn of the tide for tomorrow regardless, so... roll it back to me there. above the table. DM, where was the other place they were attacking?
Stormhaven, and the remaining members of the Black Diamond Guard are going there.
And just to
So they are
refresh my
attacking-
memory, my wife and a Nod's chick are in Stormhaven, correct?
As far as you know.
And we don't know if Anod's girl is actually still there, or if something happened, because there's a
That would be a
doppelganger
question that you could possibly ask, but you do not know.
there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, so we basically
You
have
are
to figure
currently
out
in the
how to-
presence of somebody who might know that, but
That is true. Anand, would you like to ask your question?
Hey, my girl, all right?
she says to you, quite honestly, no. And I do believe that they have plans to trade her to you for Fulgur Mortis's body.
Oh shit.
Ah.
Is she still in Stormhaven?
I do not
No,
know where
they-
they are keeping her. They have not let me in on that. That I swear to you.
Well, his girl and Kira were hanging out together.
As far as I know, your fiance is doing just fine.
I'm married, actually, but thank you.
Oh, well, congratulations.
She wasn't invited. She's not gonna know.
Yeah, but it was international news.
Then she would fine, she would know it, but you and as far as I know that she
Information
is
broker my
I was hoping.
that's a
would've,
DM oversight. That's a DM oversight, but
Keep dragging all the weapons.
what were you saying, Marte?
I was gonna say I was hoping. Worst case scenario, they could have just said she was dead, and then we could have just true resurrected her instead of going through the trouble of having to find her.
I mean, sure, I guess that would have been easier, but it's still kind of
That was.
shitty. So
Do you have the ability
maybe
to
don't
true
say that out
resurrect
loud
somebody?
next time you're with her, maybe?
We can
True resurrect
find
is at
somebody
ninth
to
level.
do what we
What's
do.
that?
I know what I said.
I don't think you know of any 17th level or higher clerics at the moment who can do true resurrection.
I roll in high circles.
I want to do a
Couple
search
gods
for
owe me
Neston.
favors.
He hasn't been leveling up at the same rate as you guys. I would say if Tony decided that he just wanted to join back in, I'd probably retcon that. But at the moment, he hasn't been training like you guys have.
I cast Montage on Neston to go ahead and get him up to level 17.
Getting stronger. It's the eye of the tiger.
Yeah, man. Must yes, caution.
The man.
So
As great as
basically,
Yeah.
Great typhoon.
we have at most 3 possibilities that we need to, 3 locations we need to be at the same time. I know we don't know if his missus is there.
Oh, that's true.
So she.
Isn't she insanely strong? How did they capture her?
Because they've got challenge rating 40-something dragons.
Yeah, but
And
her dad would
Chloroform is
never let that
chloroform,
happen.
like-
he's only
Like,
one
her
person.
dad would never let that happen.
Kind of weird
one
that this
person that's
happened
stronger
and
than
she
all
got
of
she
them.
got and like her dad didn't reach out to a nod and be like, by the
I
way.
was gonna say, and
You may
and
not
there's
know,
a-
and you
a
haven't talked to him. You don't
simulacrum.
know how he is
and
doing
there's a
at the moment.
simulacrum of him there as well. So there's 2 of him. There's
Well,
no
let's
way
be
he would've
honest.
won
That was a big oversight anyway, because simulacrum isn't supposed to work on dragon type creatures. But I'm allowing it to stay. But
Like, goodness.
Not fixing
All
the
right,
problem.
so here's the deal: we got the Well of Worlds, and we got Stormhaven, and we need to have folks at both locations. How do we do that? We can get the Heroes of Requiem.
she said, which I will add, they did survive their battle with Inferno.
Oh.
With no casualties, I might add.
Did they defeat
however-
Inferno?
No, they did not.
Then what was the point?
She says that almost dramatically, like they
I
had to
think they were
head,
trying
they
to.
had to run for the hills.
I think the attempt was there.
But look, we got.
I actually did go in one night and like actually do that battle. Yeah, they didn't win.
I think it's time to start pulling in the folks that we've been recruiting all this time frame, right? We've been talking to some. By the way, pull back a little. Well, I don't think it matters here, but we've been recruiting people here to help us out, right? Like now is the time. We designate them to either one of the two locations, either back us up or back up Stormhaven.
We can't be. in
You
two
likely already
places.
assumed this, but their target in Stormhaven is the Forbidden Vault. But you likely already assumed as much.
What do they want from the Forbidden Vault?
We already got all the good stuff.
Not everything.
All the good stuff.
You also didn't see the entirety of it. You just saw one level of it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I didn't realize there's more than one level.
So that's what those arrow signs are for.
I mean,
Well,
I
they
don't-
might not have made it
Whoops.
blatantly obvious. It's meant to be the most secure magical holding area in the world.
Yeah.
Not
Do
that
they-
unbelievable that there would be certain passages that would be difficult to find.
Do they know where the eye and hand of Vecna is?
I was just wondering that.
Ah,
No, they do not.
goes that ultimate question.
Huh. They don't. Okay. Do you
have
know where
any
the
idea-
high?
Well, to be honest, do you know what it is that they'd want from that vault?
It is my shame to admit that no, I do not.
You gotta
But-
have maybe an educated guess.
If I had to guess, the Orb of Dragonkind, I would think would be the most likely target within the vault.
Oh, yes. And remind everyone else here, what does that do?
Actually, I myself have to look up what the Orb of Dragonkind does.
Do you
It's dragon
know?
related.
Do you know where the eye and hand of Vecna is?
She's silent, and her silence says everything.
I'm gonna take that as a no. Well, insight check. I'm gonna insight check this.
I mean, how would
would
you?
say
We
that
don't
she's
talk
a-
about it, and like after how we got it, like it's not been
Yeah.
announced.
No, it
You
really
imagine
hasn't.
she has her suspicions,
Oh, okay.
and she imagines that you probably do know. But she is being honest about the fact that, well, she
She
hasn't
knows
said
for
anything,
sure.
but you don't think she probably knows. You think,
Okay.
but I will say, you can assume that she assumes that you know.
Oh, okay.
She knows that we know that she doesn't know.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
spiral down that rabbit hole.
Like, she knows that I don't
So, essentially, what the Orb of Dragonkind does is it allows you, in addition to having a ton of powerful, high-level spells, it essentially gives you the ability to dominate dragons.
Oh.
that would be important.
He's trying to dominate my wife.
It's, yes. and no.
What?
Yeah.
No. No.
Only the- Okay. Anyways, let's I think it's about time we go. We're off.
Where are we going first?
Well, it looks like we've kind of do a little bit of waiting game and also planning out this next strategy. So, ooh, a bit of an idea here.
Still think we should hit her.
No, I don't think that'll be necessary. We gather our forces at one place, right? The complete opposite where we think they're gonna hit, what they think we're gonna hit, but also a very good place to
Is
hit
this
us.
the kind of thing I need to jump out of the chat for?
None
Probably.
of us know the answer to that right now.
Alright. Because I trust my ability to act impartially, but if you would feel better, I can hop out.
I don't think we have a plan yet, so I mean, before you go hopping out, right now we're just discussing options. It seems like.
So we could get all of our forces and put them in one city to assume that we're attacking that city, and then at last minute find
Goro?
some way to teleport them to the city that they're attacking.
You're having this conversation where?
Maybe not in front of the information broker.
Yeah.
Yeah, amongst ourselves.
I think at
We
this
let her
point
leave.
we are leaving. We are
Yeah,
stepping away.
as we're leaving, we're silently having this conversation.
Okay.
So, there's only one way I know to be able to teleport that many folks, and it's not exactly the safest way of doing that.
All I'm hearing is wish.
No,
Oh, good.
Nightvine.
Ooh, yeah. That would be the way.
I don't know how that would work, but I mean, we could talk to Miss Lily. I mean, who knows?
Is
Maybe
there
even with all
somebody
this,
here
we could
who
see
can-
about getting Bumash back in the game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there someone here who could, at the moment I find that the news is broken to me about her, can I find somebody to cast sending for me?
You don't really have any allies in the city apart from Carlisle.
Yeah.
King Carlisle cast sending.
She's not a mage. She's more of a roguey type than anything.
Can maybe she multi-class? Can she cast sending?
I don't think we're...
You never
Maybe.
know until you ask.
Maybe you should be able to cast sending Anon.
She's just a
wish.
voyeuristic vampire
Don't-
rogue with a taste for wine.
We don't need to waste a wish on fucking sending.
Well, I just found out that my wife was kidnapped, and her dad needs to
Well,
know
you're not married.
because for some reason the Archon does not know that his daughter is missing.
I'm pretty sure he knows.
Apparently
Unfortunately, he
not.
didn't
There's
tell
no
you.
way he would have not contacted.
You
me.
think he's well? I guess the contacting part is fair, but
There's no way he would not have contacted. I'm literally
maybe he
Oh.
himself doesn't know yet.
I'm one of the strongest people in the world. That's what I'm saying. How would he not know?
Okay, I have another way of doing this, but
I'm gonna
It's probably
guard.
a
I'm gonna
very-
CD courier. I'm gonna send the courier. I do have that. I'm gonna
Okay,
write
yeah.
a note and send him and say such and such is missing. I
Do
just
that.
found out,
I freaking
and
throw
give him
you
some
a
more
plat.
details on the
I freaking-
on the battle that's coming up. What's
Anon,
about to
do you have
happen?
a-
I'm gonna write all. I'm gonna
Anon?
scribble all of it down. But-
Do you have a platinum piece?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, you do. Okay. I was gonna say, well,
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell him everything that's happening and send it to him, and await his response.
Okay. Alright, so the other way we could teleport that many people is not a very good way that I know of, and not probably a very way that we're gonna like, or that is gonna be even possible.
Before we get into that, like, are we sure that's what we want to do? I'm just asking, right? I'm not saying no. I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, it could catch them off guard. It might not help at all. I don't know, but
We've
They're
had to
gonna
fight
know-
multi-battle locations before, but it's been like we
Yeah.
wrap up one battle and then we bamf on over to where the other battle is to hit the tail end of it.
well, my idea, yeah. The other thing is that like, if we focus all of our, they're gonna know if we move large forces to one city, and they're gonna figure out how we got that information. But if they don't see our forces there, and our forces just randomly show up, they're gonna be caught off guard to some extent, and potentially give us the edge. My thinking was Valastrios, but that is a long shot.
Big Val.
The Archmage, but I don't even know if he'll have the capability of teleporting that many troops.
I only know of Nightvine being able to move that many people in that big of a location. I don't know what all the Magi are capable of, but it's a question of whether or not they would even help us, even if they could. And
That
I'm going
is,
to be
that
honest,
is, yep, that is
even
the
if
question.
you asked them, I get the impression they're not going to say, no, we don't know, because of course we're the best fucking magicers there are and ever was ever to be. And like, but
You're
yet they
right.
won't actually do it. They'll just sit there and say that they can and waste a bunch of time. And talk
Yeah,
about how
night-
they don't
night
have the
is
time to
probably a-
explain how they can't explain
Yeah,
that they can't do it.
night,
but they can but won't. Yeah, Night Vine is probably the best option here, unfortunately.
I don't even know how that's still putting a ton of people. Like the town Nightvine is not large. It's not going to hold an army. So if we put everybody in there, they're going to be in the forest, and the forest is not the safest place to be.
You know what we should do? We should go back to what's that the trading place that's in a different realm? We've been there several times.
Sigil.
Sigil. We should go back to Sigil. We should approach that super scary dragon that we know has the hand of Vecna or whichever piece. We should barter with him and tell him to come wipe all those people out.
They don't have any of
Like,
that.
hey, we'll give you another piece.
You guys have
kill these people.
we
eye in the
have
hand of
the
Vecna.
eye in the hand of Vecna.
Yeah, he has something. I forget what it is. Oh, he has the staff of the Magi.
That's Valachius has the staff of the Magi.
Oh, well, then what does the big dude have? He had something scary.
Well,
I'm trying to remember who you're talking about.
yeah, I was
I don't
gonna say.
think you've met a
he's
dragon in Sigil.
No, there is some ancient super dragon in Sigil. It has a piece of something that we were like, oh, well, that's why we can't have that. You're the one who told us this.
Go through my notes.
Maybe, yeah.
Are you
Anyways.
sure you're not confused?
No, I remember because it was a dragon, and I don't forget dragon.
Was it a dragon or like the angel? I remember like what was it? Pistis was out there. That was the
Oh.
powerful thing that we fought.
The
We didn't
freaking-
fight him. We never got to see him, but he has a castle there. A castle or something.
Oh, you're talking
like
about
grandiose.
Bahamut. Yeah, like Bahamut's out there. You
Maybe
saw
it's
his
Bahamut
fortress
that's out
flying
there?
around. But that wasn't in Sigil. That was in I'd have to look. It's the lawful good plane. That wasn't in
Yes, that
Sigil.
place. Okay.
No, that was in Mount Celestia. That was where that was.
Okay.
So no, that wasn't in Sigil. I mean, what are you gonna track down Bahamut himself? I mean, you could, but
That'd be cool.
I would doubt he's
Be
gonna
like,
help.
yo, B, would you kindly give us the assist?
Yeah,
He would be like, sure, anything for Final Fantasy players.
I think we, I don't know. How would we go? I say we hold a war council again.
want to hold a war council?
Yeah, real quick.
You like your war councils?
I do like my war councilors. Nah, I'm probably not gonna figure out much, but we do need to inform everybody.
That's up to you guys how you want to do that. I
Wait.
dropped the information. It's up to you to decide what to do with it.
Well, I think we just need to start sending messages out so people can make those decisions. Unless there's a magical version of Zoom we can do. Can we hold a Zoom or a Teams meeting with all the heads of councils everywhere?
Magical Zoom.
Buddy.
I'd say Skype, but that's not a thing anymore.
Skype.
Ha,
All right.
relevant news.
Is how many times can you cast Galdor Spirit Courier?
Lots of times if we hire somebody.
That's true.
Yo, we got money, we need to hold on to spell slots. I think we need to start
Yeah,
paying
exactly.
folks to get this stuff going around. There's got to be a magical post office or something like that, right?
Magical post office.
Gotta be something out there. Let's go back to King's Crest, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got to return the dude's helicopter. You intended to return that, right?
Like maybe.
We
After
no.
Bond copies blueprints down to make
Well,
one.
look, here's the thing. It takes us about an hour and a half to get back to King's Crest. We know that these things are going to be going down tomorrow, so we've got the rest of the evening. But the sooner we can alert all of our allies to get them allocated to whatever locations, the better. So take an hour and a half. We go back to King's Crest. We've got literally the guy that has nothing but media outlets to get out. He can get the word out probably to whoever it is we need to. That seems like a very great place to be a comms center. We get the word out to everybody, then we can insta-pop on over to Velverkeimen and get on over there if we need to as soon as possible.
You know, after this session, there's going to be no way in hell anybody forgets the name of that town now. It's been said so many times.
Or kind one. Yeah.
So, why don't we do that? King's
Where are we
Crest.
going? We're going to Heim.
We could
But-
probably
but how
get
do you
on the
power it?
comms with all these places and make, Zoom meetings or whatever if we need to, but we can definitely get the word out, because that was exactly how it happened last time. Was the High Argonaut Krishno was like literally sending off messages, boop, 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 boop. Last time he was telling all of his forces about, hey, this is the things to watch out for. So essentially do that again, but we're doing it from the comm center. We can go legit John Connor whenever the apocalypse happened, and we are now the comm center for getting ahead of the apocalypse.
Do it.
Nobody knows what you mean when you say John Connor, but they're with you in spirit.
Yep. I would like to, if we have the time today, after we get the message out, talk to the King of Dragons. See if we can get his help. One last ally before we
Serioth, the
battle tomorrow.
Dragon King. Yes.
But
So-
does the Archon respond?
He does, and sorry, we sort of got away from that. I forgot about that. So, he responds, and yeah, he indicates that he actually did not know, which is concerning. He also indicates and says that it's likely that her disappearance happened recently, because it was but 2 days ago that I saw her. And if you'll
Interesting.
recall, by 2 days ago, Marteleotox was already dead, so it couldn't have been her.
How do they know Forgor Mortis is already dead, other than the whole press release? Anyway,
That's gonna be
You imagine
questions
that
now.
they have a pretty good idea of whenever one of them dies.
yeah, I figured they had a way of communicating like that. Okay, anyways, alright, let's go back to King's Crest, and then, Gavin, we're going to contact all of the leaders that have been a part of this war, and tell them what is going on, and that we need to defend these two places, and that we are going to defend, I'm pretty sure, the Well of Worlds first, and then we will back up the fights for the city.
We will back.
You guys are making
will
me go
send-
through my DM binder more than you have in a long time this session.
I will send him a reply message, letting him know we're listing the help of the King of Dragons. If you have any pull with him, please send him a message separately to encourage him to join our cause. Which, why wouldn't he know the King of Dragons?
That is true. Okay. He indicates that he'll get
send him over
word out.
see if we could send him over the sigil sequence to his lair.
Yeah.
So he indicates that he'll be in touch with him.
No sigil sequence.
I mean, not everywhere is going to have a sigil sequence. Just so
Come
you
on.
know.
Come on. Anyways, it's fine.
Can I send a message? Do we just have people to send? Because I'm not casting it. Like, do we just have
Well,
people to send
if you
messages
get-
here?
If you get to like Tealcog Media,
Yeah.
they have like transponders that they can send messages with. You know, beep 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 beep.
Well,
Like,
I don't have a transponder. I need someone to send them, like Gald or Speedy Courier, or send a message.
Oh yeah, no, I can do that. I'm the one who's doing it.
Well, I really am
Kinda
just trying to avoid
save
us
spell
burning
slots.
through spell slots. That's all that it comes down to. And so, like,
can it be ritual casted?
not Gald or Speedy Courier, no.
I have no idea. But we're taking a rest. It's not till tomorrow, so we're fine.
I'm very
Things happen when they
hesitant.
happen. So that's all I can say.
So, when we get to Teal'c Media, I'm going to see if there's somebody that can just cast that out.
Hey, Neston's here, and he's 20th
Hey.
level.
What's up, Tony?
Yo, what's going on?
Nothing much, man.
Need Neston, and we need him to be level 20.
Yes, we need Zone of Truth.
And True
Which actually-
Resurrection.
And True Resurrection. Anyways,
Hey,
we do have the questions that we can ask Fulgrim
Fulgrim
Mortis. Yeah.
Well, real quick before we hit that, is there somebody that can cast Galder Speedy Courier or Message over at Teal'c Media?
I mean, they have the technology equivalent.
Nightfind does not have the technology equivalent.
That is also a fair point. I would say
I
when
would
you
figure
talk to
they have
him, he
magical
says, I keep a few of these on hand just for emergencies, in case we need a more primitive way of contacting people. So he reaches underneath his desk and pulls out a scroll, rolls it out, and you notice that in Elvish they have the written script for Galder's Speedy Courier on it.
Okay. I will
Activity.
flick my wrist, and out of my little pocket dimension, I'll take out some fancy paper, and I'll write a letter to Miss Lily, basically the same thing that I did for the Archon, and I'll write out everything, because we got witches that are over at the Well of Worlds, so I don't want my people to just get ambushed. So I'll write out a whole letter to Miss Lily, explain the situation, basically we're expecting an ambush, they're coming in there, this is basically a threat to all magic, and you know, Bumash has some history with these folks. I'm not a big fan of Bumash, as I also instinctively pat myself down for more slugs. And then it might be worth asking what she knows or if she's going to participate, but just basically here's the heads up of everything and what does she want to do? Because I don't have a place to be able to tell Nightvine to take action, but if there was ever a time, this seems like defending basically the point and
Oh, they've clarified on multiple occasions with you guys that while they remain neutral whenever they can, that if a threat is large enough that it extends to them, that they are allowed to be involved.
Yeah, again,
So
this is Lucas. He's not used to telling hey, the entire conclave of witches let's go to war. It seems a little above his pay grade, which it may not be, but again, it's all happening very fast. So he'll write this letter and he'll send it on off to Miss Lily.
okay. About probably a minute or two later, you see a little air elemental pop up in front of you holding a chest, and its source was Miss Lily, and you know the contents of the inside is a piece of parchment.
I'll pop it open and I'll read.
She says, I have the full authorization of the Council for us to become involved in this conflict. We will assist in any way necessary, and up into including support and transportation of units.
I'll pass that along to Bond. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yep. I think we've got a good plan here then. As many units as they can transfer, they'll transfer to the main battlefield as soon as it starts.
I don't know what exactly the specifics are. Again, we can probably fit a ton of people in the forest. It's just y'all been in the forest, you know what it's like.
You also know
Yeah.
you also know that the dwarves themselves have a very large military. So
And
it's
exactly
not like there
you can
won't
be-
already
So
be
the
forces
ones-
there.
So there could be forces there, but the ones who can depart, which we don't know exactly what time they're going to be, So we could have.
You got morning. That is the most descript time you have. So
We could have people coming in at several points, at times. I don't know. I think we got a plan. I think we're gonna be good. I got something.
Hey, Gavin, just out of curiosity, by morning, am I recovered, or is it I still gotta wait till mid-afternoon?
You'll still have 12 hours left.
That sucks
Oh,
balls.
Great.
You were at 36 hours.
Can
This will get
somebody
you
get me
down
to
to
somewhere where
12.
time flows differently for half a day?
Great. It's gonna be so good.
I
We're
told
gonna
you things happen the way they happen.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Hey, how's your Sphinx dude? Like, is that something we can go pop into? He controls time.
You're right. That guy, he's all the way in freaking like.
Yeah, I'm joking, man. I don't think we got the time to go and hit up the Sphinx.
No.
He's in he's in the Taraski Desert.
Taraski Desert. Yeah, that's fucking a ways away. Anyways, let's go talk to this dragon, this king of dragons, real quick.
Oh, you want to go talk to Vilsarioth now? Do you have any way of getting over Cretaxis?
Is there a hero's guild over there?
Yeah, but you haven't been there yet.
No, wait. You said it was the same place as the Well of Worlds.
No. So we're
You said-
I said it was on the same continent.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you want to look at your
Oh.
guide, Cretaxis, you can see the full map of Falthansia in. Yeah, the full map of Falthansia is on page 92.
Have we been to somewhere near that?
The closest that you have been to Cretaxis, well, you guys have been to Pulseloft, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been to Postloft.
That would be the closest city you've been to Cretaxis.
How far is that out?
It's still several hours from Cretaxis, but it's probably the best you're gonna get.
Yeah, we'll do that then. All right. We need to go to Postloft. Does he have? Do you have anybody that can teleport us there?
You're asking him. You're asking Felix.
Yeah. Come on, buddy. Come on. You know what? I will sign up with you if you get us there.
He says. Okay, he was about to say something. So before you said that, he was like, "Do you think I have just access to a magical menagerie on hand?" And then you say that, and he says, "I'll make some calls."
That's what I'm talking about, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. And I believe I can probably make that helicopter or heli thing better. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's go.
So he says, so I called in a bit of a favor. I might possibly have to, you know what, don't worry about it, it's not your problem. Just give it a moment. And he just pulls his pocket watch out of his pocket, flicks it open, looks at it, clicks it a couple times, just fidgeting. And then before him, you don't want to know what I had to offer to get this. And he hands you a scroll of teleportation.
Buddy, it'll all come out in the end, and we will all be richer because of it. All right, guys, let's go.
He says, first, before you go, as he reaches under his desk and he pulls out a stamp. We had a deal.
Yes, we do. We do. What do I sign? I guess.
Oh, this is more of a matter of, and he walks up to your clothes and just dunk
Oh, okay.
right across your leather.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. I'm guessing it's a magical ink.
Yeah, you would imagine, as it glows
Okay.
for a second when he stamps it before
Yeah,
finally settling into what
figured.
looks like regular ink.
Okay, cool.
And he walks up to each of you guys. Do you say anything as he tries to stamp your clothes?
Is this what we're doing? We all agreed to this?
I
or
mean,
was it
I
one, or-
agreed to this. I mean, if y'all agree, it's up to y'all. I'm
Did we
expecting
say whether or
money
not we
from
can
this.
take Lucas to Sigil? Or since time is different there and let him recover?
I don't think
It doesn't
Gavin's
really
gonna run
flow
it that way.
differently.
Yeah.
Eh.
Technically, there is one plane of existence where time flows differently, but
Where?
you guys don't have access to that. That would be the astral
Why not?
plane.
Don't we have a way to get there?
Not
Why is that
really.
guy trying to open the door?
Oh,
Hey, Lucas, can we get to the astral
So
plane?
is it-
Don't you have something to do
so is
that
it-
again?
It's teleportation.
The
Yeah.
astral plane?
So
Probably.
basically, where we've been before.
You haven't been to
Time
the
is
astral
different
plane.
there. We could get you a full rest in the astral plane.
Let me take a look. I don't think. Maybe. I'm technically a licensed planeswalker, so I mean.
Well, and also technically, now that I think about it too, the astral plane time does flow differently there, but not in the way that you want.
You're
It's
gonna
slower.
say it flows faster.
No, it just doesn't flow. Period.
Oh,
So
okay. All right. Well, let's get this going. Let's go talk to this.
That's a massive
Hey,
handicap
dragon.
before we go into what could be the final battle.
What is the
have
plane
one of
where all the
core members.
Vikings are?
oh, Isgard.
Yeah.
Isgard.
Well, Isgard it goes faster. I just know the Valkyries, where I'm sorry, I said Vikings. Valkyries, where they're from, it goes fast. But I don't have a way to get to Valkyrie land, so that's fine. Never mind. Moving on.
We're teleporting, right? Using teleportation control, doing this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you could always, if you're that worried about it, perhaps you could ask. Maybe somebody can do something about your little wish problem, but who knows?
Who would I ask about that?
It's
Who would you ask? All right, and Hanat's just gonna be like, Mistra, where are you? Get out here right now. Magic is in danger.
What are your children gone on a fucking rampage, and I'm
technically
fucking tired
magic
of it.
isn't in danger. Dargathoth is one of her chosen. He wields magic. He advances magic. He does everything that Mistra wants. She is an amoral deity.
Anyways,
Well,
I'm gonna have to make a deal with one of the Lords of Hell. I can already see
all right, let's get over to this thing.
it.
All right, so we're bamping over to what's it called?
Pulseloft?
Pulse Loft.
Well, technically speaking, you got a scroll of teleport specifically. It's not teleportation circle.
Yep.
So it's up to you guys how you want to use it.
So we're going to Post Loft. Wait, so that teleports you to anywhere you've been before, correct?
Not necessarily. Let me look. So this mishap table is a little wonky. There we go. All right. So if this is how teleport works. So if you are going to an established teleportation circle using the teleport spell, it has a 100% chance of success. If you are going to an object associated, it also has a 100% chance of success, whatever associated object means. If you are very familiar with where you're going, but there's not one, then you get it on a 25 or above. If it's, I'll just go to what this would be. So you are going off of a description, right? If you were just to describe Kurtaxis, you would have to roll a 75 or higher to actually, or 74 or higher to actually arrive there. A 54 to 73 would get you close. A 44 to a 53 would get you in the region, in the general vicinity of it. And anything that's a 43 or lower, you're not even close, and something bad happens.
Either go there, or we can go to the place that's an hour away from it and be close.
A couple hours.
A couple
But-
hours and be guaranteed there.
I guess.
Basically, if you try to go to Kurtaxis, you would have to roll a 44 or higher for something bad not to happen. And for it to be worth it, you would essentially have to roll a 54 or higher.
Less than a 50-50. I think time is of the essence, so we should probably go with the safer bet.
So you're going to go to Pulse Loft?
Yeah, we're gonna just go to Post Loft.
Okay. Yep, that gets you there without a
Send a
hitch.
message.
You're going to send a
Alright.
message?
No, I sent a message in the.
Oh! To me? Or...
No, I just put it in general.
I don't see it.
In Fantasy Grounds.
It says, "Can I legend lore
Oh.
away to Red Lucas of the wish sickness?"
Ah, you can try. Sure.
I would like to.
All right.
I do have legend lore.
Go ahead and cast it.
It is level 5? Level 5. Okay. Yep. All right. Done.
All right. So you have learned that there is a way to temporarily push back the effects of Wish. Essentially, what you have to do is, for starters, it takes a cast of Wish to do so, and the effect is temporary for the target. The person casting the Wish spell, does not suffer the negative effects of using Wish if they use Wish in this way to cure this other person. However, in order to do that, both people must sacrifice part of their life force, and when the side effects come back, because this only suppresses it for 2 hours, when the side effects come back, you have them again, and the amount of time needed for recovery is doubled.
Oh. Okay.
So wait, you'd have to cast wish on me just to buy me a 2-hour window.
Yep,
Yes,
and then
I would
you
have
would
to
be
cast
down
Wish, so
for
you'd be
6
fresh.
days.
I don't think that's gonna be really worth it, my guy.
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's
right before the
huge.
final battle, we can do it.
I
It's
think
only
he'll be
one night.
fine. He's gonna be fine before the final battle. We're talking about like these are mini bosses leading
Well,
up to the big boss.
Inferno is like, it's not the final battle, but he is like
Yeah.
a second strongest bad guy. So
Yeah.
there is
Huh.
one more stronger. Campaign's not over yet. We still got some time.
I can't help but freaking wonder what would happen to the freaking Well of Worlds if he got the hold of it. Good God. But anyways, can we say we're making our way to the
Yeah, to Crataxis.
yeah, Cartaxis?
All right. So, I assume. Let's see. You guys don't have like your ship or anything with you, so
We can rent a car.
yeah, you can rent a car, or whatever. Sure, you rent a car in Pulse Loft. That'll cost you like 5 gold. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
well, do worry about it. Actually, deduct the 5 gold, but that'll cost you like 5 gold.
I will deduct the 5 gold.
All right. So you go to
From the
I'm not gonna say won't say Enterprise. We'll say Entourage or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Fantasy Rent a Car. Takes you a couple hours as you wind your way through the Falcrest Peaks and make your way to Crataxis. So if you want to actually turn to it, it's page 99. If you were curious. So, Crataxis is a mountainside kingdom of humanoids descended from dragons. Crataxis was formed as a result of basically, it's a bunch of draconic tribes. So, you've got, like, Drakenbloods, Dragonborn, Ravenites, Kobolds, that all live here. So, let me see, I haven't read about this in a while. Alright, so eventually, after you're winding your way through these mountains, and we're actually going to call it here in a couple minutes, you see this cliffside kingdom, and it's actually quite beautiful. Now, while most of the world is modernized with like skyscrapers and vehicles and stuff like this is one of the few places left from what's oftentimes referred to as the Age of Legend, which would be the age that Campaign 1 took place in, where it still looks like a legitimate just like fantasy kingdom. Now, there's clearly some modernization where you do see like they have roads and there are vehicles there, but all in all, this is one of the less changed cities in recent years. So you make your way in, and it's exactly what you expected. So you see Dragonborn, the occasional half-dragon, Ravenites, which are pretty much just Dragonborn with feathers, Drakenbloods, which are just like giant lizards, and just people going about their day. As you continue on through the city, you do notice there is a Heroes Guild, and you see a sign that points in the direction where it says Falcrest Summit. So, obviously the one option is there is the Heroes Guild there, and you could stop in there if you wanted to, but it's up to you. What do you guys do?
Say we go straight to the castle.
Well, so
Or lair.
this is a place where they might not necessarily have like a king, because
Yeah.
again, they all fall under the like High King Vinyaris. So they don't really have their own monarch here. The closest thing would be like they would have a governor, if that's who you'd want to see.
What about the King of Dragons?
Oh, he's here, but he actually doesn't rule over the city. He just rules over Dragonkind. He just happens to be located on like Falcrest Summit.
Yeah,
But he doesn't rule over the city.
Okay, I talked to the governor to see if he can point me into the direction of the King of Dragons.
Let's see, what is his name? Don't worry about it. I'll find the name later. You know that he is his. Literally, you can just go to Falcrest Summit and you'll find his lair. If he wants you to find it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna go to the summit, I guess, unless anybody wants to stop by the Heroes Guild. Any takers? Nope. All right.
I'll get that Heroes Guild ready for you guys for next session, in case you were to want to stop by to see if they have anything. All right, so you head to Falcrest Summit, and as you make your way up there, you see a shadow that just passes over you, and you look expecting to see a dragon, and then you don't. But off in front of you, with a giant crash at the peak of this snowy summit, is one of the largest dragons that you have ever seen. Scales that are just like you would almost wonder that if this is a white dragon, but there's a reflective property to his scales that almost looks like mithril. So, he speaks to you in a deep, booming voice that carries. I had a feeling that you would seek me out. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Motley Crest. I am Velserioth, the Dragon King. And I know why you have come.
Really?
You seek aid in your battle against the creeping doom. Who has traversed the phlogiston and realm space itself before he has finally set his sights on this world. Am I wrong?
Nope.
Yeah, you would be correct.
Letting my freaking cat out. So, he says to you, I can assure you I'm already doing everything that I can. Metallic dragons of this world stand ready to fight. But if there was anything that you wish to recruit me for specifically, I would hear your proposal. But do know that I had no intention of standing idly by in the sidelines.
I'm happy to hear that. We have gathered some information that they are going after the magical vault and the dragon orb.
You speak of the Orb of Dragonkind.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple dragons alongside of us there would be great. Just saying.
Or they seek to control and dominate dragons.
It would be catastrophic if they were to acquire the Orb of Dragonkind. How did I not know of this? Is this common knowledge?
No, it is not. This is an informant from the inside that we have.
Are they
That gave us
trustworthy?
You could just summon Tiamat.
We we have no reason to believe that they're lying to us.
That is a roundabout way of answering that question.
They've gone into hiding because as soon as we make our move and they know that she's betrayed them, she's toast. So, and she may still be toast because, well, reasons. They will try to kill her as soon as they find out that she
They
betrayed
are, and it seems like Invenaro is also going after the Well of Worlds.
Inferno of the Star Mounts.
Indeed.
That is grave news.
We are mobilizing our forces as we speak.
He says, I am privy to a certain degree of interplanetary information. I have met Bahamut once or twice, and he has quite a presence on a world called Toril. It is my understanding that that is where they are originally from. Inferno of the Star Mounts, named after the location that he is from, is believed to be quite gifted when it comes to not just in his power as a dragon, but in his, shall I say, aptitude with specifically evocation magic.
We've kind of ran into one of them, into Invenaro before. He did leave a city with a gaping hole in it.
And it is my understanding as well that he has undergone some modifications.
It would be very... I could not imagine the power you would gain from getting the Will of Worlds.
I personally would like to assist in the battle effort on the side of Stormhaven. I have personal reasons that I would defend the Orb of Dragonkind, and I would much like to be there.
That's...
Yeah, I'd imagine so if you're a dragon and that thing dominates dragons.
It goes a
Yeah.
bit deeper than that.
That's what she said.
Say that in front of the Dragon King.
Yes. Michael Scott would.
Okay. Well, I don't believe I need to know your reasons. I just need to know that you're on our side. And that's all I...
Always have been.
Sounds... I figured you wouldn't sit idly by while dragons come and take over your world.
He smirks and says, "Why do you think I wasn't here when you first arrived?"
That is fair.
And he gives you a toothy grin, and when he does, you can clearly see there's blood and bits of like red blue flesh that are like
very nice.
stuck between his teeth. He's been out killing some chromatic dragons is what he's been doing.
Nice.
Nice. Wonderful. Well, I'm glad we informed you of this, because... And they will be assaulting tomorrow morning.
He says, also, I have a friend that I'm going to bring with me. A name that, well, all of you should know. Have you ever heard of Dorian Stormbringer?
His
Dorian
name
Gray?
came up once or twice.
He is a dragon himself, of the gold variety, in fact, and quite powerful.
Yes. He's head of some order.
You
Am I
actually wouldn't know that.
Wait,
You
I thought
actually
we
wouldn't.
did know that. I thought we did.
He gave up his name whenever he became the head of that order, so you.
Okay.
Everybody thought
It's
that
the
Dorian
Archon.
died, is what he actually put it in as, and then became the head of the Watchers whenever he became a dragon because Shizuki turned him into one.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then
Okay.
he was gifted by Bahamut that form, even though it was permanent in a sense, but now it can't even be dispelled. He is a dragon.
Oh, very nice.
Is the Archon coming?
I like how Shizuki is a fucking god. He's a damn like a dragon blessed by Bahamut. Freaking we have the mage, and then like Kelly's character died in a fucking car crash.
Car accidents.
And then you just have Phoenix there just dying of natural causes, just dying from old age.
No, literally, the law that was passed that made seatbelts mandatory in cars was called the Philia Initiative.
It's fucking great.
It was that's canon, by the way. Literally, it was.
Anyways, wonderful. I'm glad to know that we informed you of this, and we will have your aid. I think that'll be it, and I look forward to, after we're done with Invenaro, coming and helping in this front.
Very well. Oh, and he wished me to pass the message along. Rustigal says hi.
Oh,
That's a throwback.
a lot of throwbacks in this episode here, fellas. Just a random thing, since I've happened to hear a lot of old names today, and this might be in your circle of things. Do you happen to know a gentleman named Taplu Volbo, and where he might have ended up? Might be a
He's
long
here.
shot asking you, but I just thought it was worth a shot.
He's here in Cretaxis, actually. This is where he's from. If you did not know this.
I can't say I'm actually very well acquainted with him, but he's a
No, he
well-known
doesn't talk
dragon
much.
slayer, and we've got a lot of dragons these days that seem to be up to no good, so we were curious of where he ended
Oh,
up.
are
after
you
he-
guys gonna recruit Taplu Valbo to fight Inferno with you?
I was curious about him because I was just happened looking at my notes and it popped up, and like, I literally have 2 sentences written about this guy.
If we do, I'll play him, Gavin.
While all of this is
he's a
happening,
ranger.
Anand pulls out his book of 7 deadly sins and just is like reading through and trying to take reference. Like, I've heard this, I've heard that. And what's happening right now?
This episode's definitely been a throwback. I didn't plan on it being one, but it was. I was glad that it was. So, yeah. So if you do play Taplu Valbo, he's a ranger. So,
Oh, okay.
so max level too.
Nice. I will say, I definitely wanted to get close to the battle as we can, so next session we can just jump into it.
Actually, I gotta head out. I was actually going to head out about 10:30.
If you guys want to recruit Tablu, I've got something that will definitely get him recruited.
So you know a little bit about his backstory because everybody does. He used to be a slave of dragons, and when he was inevitably emancipated, when that dragon that he was a slave to was killed, he just devoted his life to just hating and killing dragons. That's his entire identity, is just how much he hates dragons.
Hey, Lee, we'll see you later, I guess.
Yep, I gotta run. I'll see you guys next or 2 weeks.
Yep, sounds good, man.
Yeah, I got. Hold on, where is it here?
He's a kobold. So,
Cobalt. A
Uh,
little cobalt.
yep.
yeah.
But yeah, so
He is a Slayer Ranger.
interesting. I'll have to look up Slayer Ranger and familiar myself with that.
Let's see. And Foe Slayer. This is cool. At 20th level, you become an unparalleled hunter of your enemies. Once in each of your turns, you can add your Wisdom modifier to the attack roll or the damage roll of an attack you make against one of your favorite enemies. His favorite enemy is Dragon, obviously.
Yeah, I figured. He'd be pretty good to have. I think he'd be pretty good to have a fight with against Invernaro, obviously. Favorite enemy.
How do you share something in the chat that you have in your inventory?
You just drag the dragon icon that's beside it into the chat. Like I dragged the blue dragon icon of William into the chat, and it just shows
Yeah, I was
it.
trying to do that. It wasn't working. But yeah.
You gotta click and drag. You gotta like, yeah.
But literally everything he has a sword of dragon slaying, a bow of dragon slaying, arrows of dragon slaying. Chances are, if it has dragon slaying as an adjective in that item, he's probably got it.
Nice. Fair. But yeah, so I think we kind of got a plan going on. So are we teleporting some troops in? Some troops are gonna be there.
I mean, if you want to, go ahead and go through the sequence where you're recruiting Taplou Valbo, if that was a thing you wanted to do. You can do that. We can knock that out tonight. So that way you're a little more primed to, but that's up to you.
There, I dropped it in chat. That is what we could offer to recruit him.
I don't think we need to offer him anything. Hey, you want to go kill the second most powerful dragon known to man? Known to the world?
I cannot describe enough, no matter what adjectives or descriptors I use for how much this dude hates dragons, it's not enough. This dude despises dragons with every fiber of his being.
That's just a super powerful item. We got that from the Black Broker down, like, in another plane whenever I gave her that dude's head to eat. I've been holding it in my bag this whole time. It's for a ranger, and it's a legendary item, so I figure that I've been waiting for us to have, like, a good ranger with us for me to be able to, like, give it to.
Chances are, if you guys manage to kill Invernaro and he's with you, he's gonna spend the next hour after Invernaro is dead just stomping on his corpse. Like, that...
Yes, we need him. He's ours.
Well, let's go get him!
What's his name?
Taplou Valbo, and he doesn't talk. If he does, it's in
Excuse
one or
me,
two word
it's
sentences.
Vobo. I wrote it down, so that's how it is.
Taplou Valbo.
Tapu Coco.
Tapu
I do
Vobo.
like Pokemon.
I don't know.
Tapu Volvo, are you there? I just start yelling in the
He's
freaking...
probably at the Heroes Guild. He's always at the Heroes Guild.
Well, let's
They go
go
to
to
the
Heroes
Heroes.
Guild. We can do some shopping. We can do that.
You'll do the shopping next session. I
I
actually
know.
don't have
I'm
their
saying
shop
you can
ready
throw it
yet.
in there at the same time.
Yeah.
Fast forward. We go to this thing because is this what we're doing? We're gonna recruit this guy so we can have him with us to kill Invernaro.
Yes.
Let's...
So you see him quite clearly. He's carrying a bow that's about twice his size, that somehow he can handle with deadly efficiency. I might add. He is referred to as one of the best, just marksmen in general. Like he's very
he's
good
not
with a
bad
bow.
to me.
Well, he doesn't use guns. He's too old-fashioned for that.
I could use bows. He's not better than me.
Okay. Well, you guys can you guys can whip it out and see who's better next.
Y'all can
time.
have a bow off later.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's just sitting at the bar, just sipping on some whiskey. Just like has a glass with no ice in it of just some hard whiskey.
I will hand Bond the Blood Scryer Oculus and like just go do your thing and recruit him.
Okay. I go walk up. I say, "Hey, Bobo, I've got this item and a second most powerful dragon to go defeat. You want to come join?"
He looks at you and just, grabs a bottle, pours another one. Gets up. You wonder if he heard you because like he hasn't really acknowledged you that much other than just look at you and said, "Here."
I can't stab at this. Do you know who I am?
When your hand gets in front of his face, the moment your hand gets in front of his face, he grabs that bottle off the counter, breaks it, and holds the glass up to you, like
Really?
drops it and goes back to his drink.
Hey, we have a dragon to go kill. You want to come?
When you say that again, he jumps down off of the stool, kicks the stool out, picks it up and smashes it, and just starts walking out and walks over to the rest of the group. He doesn't say a word to any of you, and doesn't pay either, as the barkeep is like, and he just walks out, glass still in hand, and stands outside and waits for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, with my stalker feet, I slipped this blood Oculus thing into his bag. I'm making him attuned to it. He's attuning to it.
I mean, he has to choose to do that, but I mean, he would have taken it, sure.
Yeah, I would say this will help you make dragon slaying very, very easy. And hand it to him.
And in a shocking maneuver, whenever you hand it to him, he just looks up at you, snatches it out of your hand, but then just says, "Thanks."
Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, looks like he's on board, Lucas.
His face is stuck in a permanent scowl. This is the
Oh my
angriest little
gosh.
kobold you've ever met in your life. You're surprised he doesn't have levels in Barbarian. In fact, I think it would be hilarious if he did, but he doesn't.
I give the freaking bartender 2 gold for his fucking bullshit.
Alright, so that's where we're going to call it for the night. You've recruited Tapu Valbo. He will be there whenever you fight Inferno.
Sweet. So what kind of ranger is he?
Let me look, actually. He is a... Oh. No, he's literally called a Dragon Stalker Ranger.
Oh,
Oh well,
of
that's
course.
appropriate.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, that is
Man's got
appropriate.
one job.
Is that an
He's
actual
good at it.
D&D
I
thing?
want to say it might be a Griffin saddlebag, but let me see. I'll tell you what. I will send you some screenshots of what the Dragon Stalker Ranger can do.
Okay.
Because I do think it is a Griffin saddlebag thing.
I could probably just look a video up on it. It's no problem.
No, I don't. I don't think it actually is Griffin's saddlebag. I think it's from the Book of Dragons.
Yeah, I just look a video up on it. It's no problem.
Nice.
Yes, it is from the Book of Dragons.
Okay. Sweet. I'll just YouTube it.
So they get aimed strike, a feature that's actually called Skulker, not to be confused with the feat. Pierce, Stalker's Knowledge. Okay. Yeah, so he's a Dragon Stalker.
What does
Which
this fucking item do?
So let me give him that item in his inventory, so that way he has it. But that's it for the night, guys.
Okay, it gives him the spells Hunter's Mark. He already probably has that spell. So yeah. Oh shit. I can't look at it. Oh well. I'll look at it later.
I'll share it with you.
Yeah.
It is. There it is.
Okay.
You get
Yeah, but I think
scry.
he gets to cast Hunter's Mark without concentration through this thing or something like that.
Really? That's nice.
He also has leather armor
Yeah,
that's called
here it is.
Dragon Guard studded leather, and
So
he has advantage on saving throws against the breath weapons of creatures that have the dragon type while he has this equipped.
Yeah.
Nice.
With this, he can cast Hunter's Mark, the 3rd level version of your creature, or Scry, and casting a spell in this way does not require you to concentrate on the spell in order to maintain it. So he can put Hunter's Mark as an unconcentrated version on whatever it is he's fighting.
Sweet. Let's go. Leaving him to concentrate on other spells. Alright, sounds good. I'll catch y'all later, guys.
All right, I'll send you his character sheet later so you can look over it.
Sweet.
Night, folks.
Night.